Welcome back to the stories of those within us. None of what was just said got caught by camera, by the way. I only just pressed the button.
None of our quoting Alucard.
None of our quoting TFS Alucard from Helsing Bridge.
Because this is family-friendly time, folks.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
I give it like 2 minutes.
Okay, challenge accepted.
Until we mention
whoever breaks the 2 minutes gets punished.
1 second here to dub myself.
All I need to do is bring up the Sun and Moon Dex entries and we're good.
I was about to curse. It hasn't even been 2 minutes yet.
It hasn't even been 1 minute. I pressed the button to stream as soon as it hit 8.
Shut up.
Oh, man.
Hold on.
Yeah. Oh,
Let's
fuck,
see.
music. Right.
Rick, you broke it! We have one job. Rob was like, I give it 2 minutes.
Come back! What happened?
I didn't even make it 1.
And people thought I was gonna be the one to do it. Nope, it was that ass.
What do I
just
win
came
for that?
You win. You'll see what you win.
Music. And then...
I can't believe I knew that was going to happen.
Okay, hold on.
Silent?
I'm trying to get the voice in my head. Last time on Pokemon Wind and Thunder. Oh, hero.
Narrated by Optimus Prime.
That's not Optimus Prime. Shut up. Shut up. This is Optimus Prime. Last time Pokemon Wind and Thunder. I'm now going to narrate the voice of Optimus Prime. Just fuck you. Our heroes made their way after defeating the mighty White Point Gym to the Darkwood Forest. With its winding twists and turns, will they be able to make it out unscathed? Or will they be lost for a couple of days? Find out on this episode of Pokemon Wind and Thunder.
I have Pokemon route music going
and on. Dog, you're about to... Alright then, no Eevee for you.
No. I'm just kidding.
You get stick bugged.
No! No! I was just kidding!
Alright, you keep your Eevee then.
I need to fix something right quick.
Get away.
Now, shall we start with the bomb in the shell?
We have to roll initiative because we're starting out. You have to decide what. Do y'all have the Pokemon out who y'all want to fight with?
Yeah, I got Chomper out. Oh.
You know what? I'm gonna do something different.
Now for something completely messed up.
The ball thing. Thing's like, dang it.
I still get XP. That's what I want. But I also
and
also missing a fire type.
You know what? I'm going to take a chance. Monzanza!
Take a chance, roll the dice.
Is the initiative going? I had a press! Why did I go in?
Did you not click on the sheet?
I did click on the sheet and the character.
Are you sure you clicked on the character?
Yes!
Are you sure?
Only fools
Shut the
are positive. I'm glad no one said positive. Oh.
Wah, wah, wah.
This is a little better this time.
You know, I forgot he had an Applin.
Apple.
It was literally my most recent capture.
He was.
Apple.
Apple.
Technically, something I saved more often than in reality.
Brave strategy who saved me.
And I realized I might have made the worst gamble.
11. I have 11 Pokeballs. I'm realizing, and 1 Premier Ball.
I realized I might have made a.
That's why I was so low on money.
In sending Monzanza out.
You was dumb.
That is dumb.
I realized that I was more dumb here sending Monzanza out. God damn it.
I mean, you don't have to always fight the Pokemon, as Rick would say. Yeah. Capturing them still does give you XP.
Yes, I know it's not always fighting, but you sure know by now that being friendly.
Submergent the tactics of catching Pokemon when it comes to battle is ended in failure.
Ouch.
I mean, let's be real here. Fucking same with Jerome. Jerome's capture tactics aren't doing him so hot either.
My capture tactics either throw a Pokeball and catch it, or
Meanwhile,
fucking
me.
be stupid.
Sees a bird, throws Pokeball at it, yelling, "New friend!" Catches bird.
And he fucking would just dick around in the water.
All of y'all rolled
so
initiative, so I could roll the
Wait,
fucking for people
I
who
just
are new.
realized. Oh yeah, no, there was an Eevee and a Scyther here. What was that for again?
That's
Oh right, yeah. You need to verbally retcon what happened last time.
I mean, not necessarily. A Scyther, it was what spawned, but it was chasing after this little thing. That is what's happening.
Scyther's like, dinner.
Nom 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 nom.
Ikitakimasu, as the weebs say.
I mean, Scyther is the quote-unquote ninja Pokemon.
I'm going to
of
ask this
Kanto.
again, because I have a slight headache. It's not annoyed cat. Has everyone rolled initiative?
I have.
I
I
have.
have.
Check y'all stuff. Okay, thank you.
Only ones I haven't are Michael and Jerome, but they're out here.
Guess he.
Oh, that took more fucking effort than needed for me to ask y'all that.
You forgot that's us we're dealing with.
Yeah. Speaking of, I need to make some duplicates. While I work on stuff that I clearly forgot to do, because we're making stuff now. Wesley, mind filling my water?
I'm gonna go get some Yetis. I mean sodas.
Whatever works. Does everyone roll the natures for the Pokemon they're trying to catch?
I did not.
Rick, the Scyther is,
I know.
Well,
I rolled for the Scyther, but
I rolled for nature last.
I technically need to roll for the Eevee now as well, don't I?
correct.
Oh yes, I did roll for Eevee's nature last time, and that looks like an attack nature to me, mate.
Yeah, plus special attack minus speed.
I got a neutral.
Mine is.
It looks like attack.
Mine was plus attack minus. Minus special defense? This thing adamant?
Your e-boy is adamant.
Plus
Hey,
attack
boy.
minus special defense, I think. So it is
No, no.
attack nature.
I know the
I don't know
Scyther
if
is
it's
also
adamant.
adamant.
I don't know if it's adamant, but I know it's an attack nature anyways.
Okay, I gotta roll the Eevee's nature.
Alright.
I need to
86?
remind myself what that is, though.
Ah.
Plus HP minus special attack.
That's why I always refer to the good old Pokemon nature chart.
Ah. Thanks.
Oh!
kid.
Oh!
Thanks,
My
guys.
Eevee's... Actually, my Eevee's naughty, okay.
So, my dog. Very naughty. Naughty. Naughty bit.
I feel like I'm forgetting. Oh, right. I was forgetting something. Could someone flip a coin for me?
Sure.
Or roll,
D2.
There you go.
whatever. What would that be, male or female?
Mal.
Nah.
Thought that. Okay.
We need to really
we
set this
wrote
in
this
stone.
down somewhere. We wrote this down somewhere. I
Where?
know that we did.
Rick, I don't see any handouts that say stuff about fucking gender. I think it was odds and evens.
Was something.
My
Don't
booty.
remember what it was.
What are you doing, you weirdo? What are you doing? You're a weirdo! Stop it! Stop it!
like a handout, and we'll have it set to it, and it'll stay there permanently.
Ah, no. No. No.
Okay.
No, Jeff.
Gender. Make an odds male because penis, evens female because boobs. There. Good.
And what? That works as well as anything.
There's no other real reason besides that, but
So you're saying all dicks are odd? Okay.
I mean, it'd be odd if you had 2 dicks, James. A dick is a singular. I mean, it has 2 testicles. That's besides the point.
I'm saying all.
I mean, all dicks are odd. They're sometimes hard and sometimes soft.
And then there's echidnas.
We don't talk about it.
Shut up about the dick.
Told you it wasn't going to be family friendly.
It never is.
We are literally
We
talking
do have
about...
a maturity. We do have a maturity warning on our channel, though.
No shit.
Good.
No dumb little children can watch this. It's from grown-ups.
Yeah, we
Don't
talked about
underestimate
it.
kids.
Don't up.
Don't you fucking... Roll that initiative on that fucking NPC.
Give me a minute. I have to make everything.
Oh my god.
I'm working while talking.
Yeah.
I
You
would
ju-
say something,
you-
but if I say something, that's going to get me in trouble. So I'm going to stay quiet.
You know, there's 2 EVs, right? 3 EVs, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So, fucking Doug, James? What was your EV's nature? Attack, special defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus attack minus special defense. Not even.
Naughty.
I believe the level should be 11 through 12, right? Or 10 through 12.
Somewhere in.
Yeah.
All right. So that's
I believe that the highest for the area is.
yeah. Why did my music stop? So, someone share a story while I'm doing quick shit. Y'all can fix allocations of y'all's Pokemon whenever y'all get them. So, it's the number of level plus 5, right? Or is it
10.
just the number 10? All right.
No. How's the weather?
Let's see.
Could
Cloudy
be
and
better.
35 degrees here in Anchorage. Well, not here in Anchorage. Here
With a
in
chat-
Nikiski, Alaska.
With a chance of meatballs, Chaos.
Unfortunately, there's no meatballs falling from the sky this time around.
This time.
Well, I did.
Very hot. And my dog is being a piece of shit.
I looked at someone's playthrough of Terraria with the JoJo's mod.
Oh my god.
Which was interesting considering it was like a select amount of stands from each part. Plus Haman for some reason. Because of course. And somehow this made freaking
Okay,
Green the most busted thing for some reason.
1 EV is done.
Great.
Well,
Alright,
1 EV.
I'm hurrying. So y'all have to fix XPs and stuff, by the way, because I'm not gonna. So Rick, your EV.
Want me to help build stuff?
No, I got this.
Okay.
I'm hurrying.
Dang, on browser I do have a GM window.
If you want to do things, you can. Second Eevee's already done. And last but certainly not least, I'm gonna change their names to EV1. EV2. Let's be EV1. This should be 3 and this should be 2. Alright, and dogs is the last EV I'm working on, so HP.
Michael did want to catch the Cydo, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Go for it.
Yeah, he got 2 and a 5.
Right.
Alright.
Good.
Dog, you re-rolled your nature and somehow got the exact same fucking roll.
Talk about luck of the roll. It is.
Your Eevee was just destined to be proud.
The bad stats actually gender, so.
Wesley's Eevee, I would not make a Drakeon if I were you. Your special attack is fucking 3.
Meanwhile,
Because I got no other options for Tormons with the Eevee.
Not
They're
the
spooky. You can turn it to anything you want. I don't care. It's your fucking Pokemon.
I wanted to have just Tormons, Greg. I told you.
Then there's Section, Spookyon.
I have a ghost and a grass bug type already.
I mean, you could. I'm pretty sure it does learn physical fucking Dragon Moose.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
Dragon Tail, Dragon
And
Claw,
Dragon Tail,
Dragon Rush.
Dragon Tail.
Dragon Tail.
Copyright finger.
which is why I was trying to move on to Dragon Rush real quick there.
Can I get a reroll of nature?
No.
Please?
There are ways to change,
Nature later on, anyways. I'm.
Yep.
Sure, because
You just can't use the Dragon Pulse TM on this Eevee. It won't be useful when it's Drakeon.
Fuck.
Remind myself, what were good physical attack evolutions? Fucking Flareon and shit.
Flareon, pretty sure Section is Torrum's physical one, right?
yeah.
And I have enough bugs
Drakeon
already.
is 13. Drakeon actually is a physical attacker, funny enough.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Right.
It's 13 physical. You got a good nature for it. Section is HP tank. And Spookion's a special attacker. So James, you might want either a Drakeon or Section.
Or a different.
Or if you
regular.
want a Torrum. But you got options.
Yes. Tons of options. Like, I think Jolteon might not be half bad either.
Yep, the catch is if you can catch it. There's a high chance. There's a chance you will probably can one shot it by mistake.
With an Appling!
When?
Point taken. I have that chance more accurately.
And
Yeah.
Applin that doesn't have any moves that affect said Eevee, to be more specific.
Right, it's the normal type. You have Astonish on that thing.
There we are. EVs are done.
I don't know its gender yet. Well, I'm pretty sure that doesn't matter.
Alright, I'm gonna work on Scyther. What was the natures you rule for Scyther? Or should I just make it a neutral nature?
I rolled plus attack minus special attack.
Ooh.
You gonna try and catch both of those things, Rick?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and catch both.
You might not want to catch the Scyther.
It depends on what happened. As of currently, without any context clues, Douglas is planning to catch both of them. However,
With context, because you can see the EV. I will work on the EV's HP in a moment because it's been getting its shit kicked in.
no.
Oh no.
When you're done with Psydo, work on Sizzlepede and we should be good to roll.
All right.
Because fucking Jerome's Pokemon, we know what it's gonna do.
Everybody knows what it's gonna do. All we need to do is figure out what its stats are, and then we know what it's doing.
Yeah. Which I forgot to duplicate it. Cause I was just gonna have it click. I was just gonna have it click the
We
button.
don't need it duplicated.
He wasn't gonna catch it. Anyway.
Do what it do.
It is what it is.
Zoom in on its face,
what
Rick.
it is.
Just zoom in on the face.
Yeah.
Give me a minute. Actually.
That little that face, you know he know what he's planning.
A couple things.
Mhm.
Multitasking. One of the few things that I'm actually terrible at.
I'm not.
Holy.
I have to do it at work all the time. This.
That's why I have so much trouble remembering the change music. Because I'm actually terrible at multitasking. What's the system nature?
Robin, you rolled it
It was
right?
neutral. The numbers I rolled were both 2.
Rolled a 4 and a 1.
I rolled a 2 and a 2.
Oh no, that was Jerome. Never mind. Yeah, rolled a 2.
Yeah, I remember that because I even scrolled up and looked, so...
Yeah,
Which,
it's a Hardy system.
Yeah, Hardy.
Hardy.
Wanna roll that gender?
Me?
No. Chaos. Doesn't really matter, but... And bug.
It has a piece. It does look like bacon. I can't unsee that now. Oh, great
Oh,
comparison
not all of its movement. That's fantastic.
Oh god.
As many as it can learn right now we're in. At least. But you're gonna have to take care of that. Future.
Joe Schwarzer.
Pokemon.
Rap doesn't have every word either. Well, it just won't use rap, I suppose.
What doesn't have?
Lapid.
Give me a map. Roll. Can you roll the initiatives for some of the Pokemon while I'm getting wrapped?
Absolutely. Well, we're wrapping up.
Ha 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 ha.
81 for the centipede, or centipoid. Excuse me.
What do you mean Wrap doesn't have all its stuff?
It has nothing. It has no damage. It has no accuracy.
I'm gonna check the book because that's what the Wrap has on the fucking normal type page. So let me go check that.
It's always the normal type stuff that screws us.
Because there are so many that it's obvious that something's gonna slip through eventually.
Yeah. Hey Rick, it is built correctly. It's a status move.
It's a status move?
Yeah, let me rewrap. Normal, static, status. It's just status. It's not physical. That is what's done wrong. Wrap just does a grapple, so it is done correctly.
Okay, well.
It was just not, someone didn't click the correct box. So you're like, Wrap's not done. Cat goes check. Wrap is done. Rick, Wrap is done?
Which is a fair response.
I accidentally placed another Sido.
It's this one's childhood friend. They have to watch. Getting into yard.
Hey guys! Bambi's looking for their mother.
Oh no.
No, no.
What gender was Bambi again?
I don't fucking
Female.
remember. I think he's a boy. Are you sure? I remember Bambi
I
having
thought
horns.
Bambi was a guy.
He's being
Yeah.
a guy?
I'm pretty sure Bambi's a guy.
Fuck if I know.
What
Some people-
does this matter?
It
Matters.
We have been streaming for 30 minutes because Cat's an idiot.
Bambi is a dude. Got it.
Right, well,
That was an important thing we needed to know, Greg.
very important. Obviously.
Obviously.
Alright,
Obviously.
I will roll for Michael's initiative. Someone needs, because he's just gonna go talk the damn thing.
Aw,
Okay,
that's adorable.
which Eevee is which?
Three is
Okay,
mine. Two is,
three-
I think. Three is mine.
Yeah, let me
I'll
check
have
the
mine.
natures. They're in the wrong order of operations. I named them after when I was making them. EV1 is quiet nature. Who got the attack plus minus speed?
I got the.
That was
I
me.
got the proud one. Oh.
You're EV1. EV2 is naughty. I know that's James.
Yeah.
One right here. Holy shit! That's
That
a
is
10.
that is-
I rolled fucking dogs like a ding dong. So I need to reroll James's.
So you
Go
guys do that,
fast.
I'll be really quick. I'm going to the bathroom really quick.
Alright.
Holy shit!
Alright,
it's
someone needs to roll for Toxel.
Do I have access to Toxel? Nope. I do not have cannot roll for the baby that Jerome abuses.
Yeah, no. But I can.
Yeah,
What?
no.
He said a baby against Pixie. It's fault.
I know.
Descending order, Scyther.
Uh-oh.
Scyther still thinks about
Alright,
that dinner.
Everyone, Cypher will lose here.
Hold on.
I have to check this. Carmilla has quick attack, then I'm gonna try and face whatever Scyther is doing. That. I do not have any priority attacks.
You see Eevee go flying. It is knocked out.
You had it set to PM only.
Okay, good, because I crit. And that would have absolutely just killed that Eevee.
Still a lot of damage.
Still, I'm gonna fucking do something real quick. Okay, let's do
You
some.
can have it be at 1 HP.
No, I had it set to 20 a second ago. So we're changing that.
I like that there's like 5 Pokemon in a row that just have fucking 10. I counted Michael as a Pokemon.
He doesn't think he's a Pokemon this campaign.
Not this campaign.
Thank God.
Yeah,
for
you
that.
notice this Eevee just kept flying and yelp as loud as it can as it slams against the ground. He does kind of seem like he's enjoying himself.
Okay, so this is very obviously a cruel Pokemon. Like this isn't just like a survival thing. This is it picking on this.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hey, at least Toxel goes before Celestia.
Alright, I'm back.
You just missed an Eevee get abused.
Oh, Rick, by the way, can you roll perception for me real quick as we handle Toxel doing its thing?
Yeah.
I almost made it use acid on fucking...
Dead.
It looks like something's maybe watching out in the woods.
And it missed acid. What a shock.
Hold on. Yeah, no, it missed. Shay's turn.
A for effort, Toxel. What noise does this thing make? Bug noise.
Bacon noises.
I do not know why I tried rolling damage, but that's what I'm using.
You might have. Yeah, I don't know
Maybe
why
in the
I
way
tried
you-
rolling damage actually.
Alright, who's the 10?
It doesn't matter.
James, you notice this Eevee eating an apple, and Applin looks at you like, you sure we want to do this, boss?
Like, boss!
It's,
Boss, I ain't sure about this!
yeah, it's like fucking murder. It looks like it's murdering it. It's obviously an apple, or Pokemon equivalent, but Applin is staring at you
In Appaberry.
Yeah.
Alright. If you don't want to approach it all,
It's
let's
like,
you go back to the
"Sir,
ball.
Apple means killing that apple.
He's killing
Yeah.
that apple! Oh my god! They're eating it!
I returned it.
They're gonna eat me! Oh my god!
Okay, well, just whatever you want to place, or you want me to add you to turn order?
I just returned it and be like, lol,
Alright,
no.
roll your initiative then.
Because I realized, yeah, this might have been a mistake.
You realize what the Eevee is doing unintentionally. He is playing with the apple
Yeah.
and eating it, but Apple is staring in horror at one of its eyes, one of its kin, and they're being murdered by
That is
this
beautiful.
fucking dog.
That is beautiful.
That was the funniest thing yet.
And it was one of those awkward returns, you know, like, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Carmilla!
Carmilla, help that Eevee! Flame wheel!
Eh?
It was at this moment that Scyther knew. He fucked up. All of a sudden, he just sees the big ass cow and is like, oh no.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, baby!
It got
Yeah,
burned
no,
and
Carmilla sees the weak and downtrodden and takes up arms!
the chivalrous cow!
Yeah, I think that Scyther just got yeeted into the next
It's also,
dimension.
let's just also add that it's also burned.
Yeah.
You just one-shot it.
Like I thought.
Rick, you notice something. The Scyther get sent flying, and a beam of red shoot at it. And the Scyther is now gone.
Oh.
Alright, filing that away for later. I'm going over to the Eevee and checking on it. Hey, are you okay?
Oh.
You don't look so hot. Here, I pull out a potion. And...
Right, Rick?
And, Rick?
yeah?
Hold on.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm kind of trying to cover it with my body. As in, like, make sure nothing else is
Protective
trying to-
from anything else.
Yeah.
Suddenly, pincer.
Yeah. Trash burp. Oh, well, it's in GM layer.
Oh no.
Token layer.
Man.
Trash burp. You know that you hear a voice say, "Go Wingle."
Oh. Oh no. This is a misunderstanding.
I don't think it is.
Oh no. This is. How let's see, let's roll its initiative!
I switched off of dark mode, making things hard to see, by the way.
Yeah, no, this is one of those games where I'm going to be keeping it up without the...
I think it's still in
Right.
GM. There.
The
That's
Wingle?
fine.
No.
Oh! Rick, that's a 12!
Yeah, I know.
Dog, that's just speed.
Yeah, but that's a water type!
Yeah, but the
Chaos.
advantage. Trash bird.
Trash bird.
I mean,
Oh,
you're just
crud.
saying it's trash because it's water flying.
No, because it's a seagull. It's a
seagull,
rat
that
with
is fine.
wings. I am being literal.
Yes, it is I will tell you now, it is a rat with wings. I live in Alaska. I live in an area near where we get
I was
seagulls.
I was
They're all a bunch
joking.
of trash.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was
Flubber's a pretty
joking.
decent mod.
I was joking because
Fun
I
fact,
know
despite
seagulls.
being
That's a
landlocked,
common
and really far
bird
away
run
from
at.
any, like, any oceans, Utah actually gets a surprising amount of seagulls.
Because
Oh.
burbs are annoying.
They fl-
Alright, Michael is going to approach the little baby with the apple, with the berry.
What's up there? There's a bunch of apples here!
It's an apple woods, man! Apples are quite common here.
Oh, that just made my decision worse.
Exactly! So the apple just happened. Yeah, you can find another apple if you wanted to, quite easily. You just have to start overturning apples and you might find an apple.
And one apple's good enough.
Dog, you notice this Eevee kind of just trip
It's
on
like
a stick and then stand up like, I didn't do that.
I didn't do that.
Hey, nope. Didn't trip at all.
Oh.
Speed trip, never.
Never. Epic.
Why
Yeah,
does
boy.
this seem familiar? I look at a picture. Why does this seem familiar?
It looks at it notices your thing, dog, and as it thinks you are invading its territory, pridefully rushes forward. A chompa.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, this EV follows steps before dishonor.
Tickle attack!
Oh shit.
I was kind of hoping you would have not won that, just so he tripped over another branch.
Yep.
Steps before
Okay.
dishonor!
Even
As
me!
long-
Bonk!
If you have at least one in defense, you should be good.
I have a 1 in physical.
Oh, I know. Never mind. I've mixed up that.
Yeah, you just got bonked.
Just a little
How do
tap.
I roll the damage thing?
The damage calculator, I will show you. Let me go over to Doggy Doo. Your damage calculator's at the top. Hit
Yeah, I
that
see it.
button in. It is neutral damage.
Neutral damage.
So it's
So
not
the-
super.
22 minus 7.
You know you could just do the damage calculator, right?
15 damage.
Yeah, 15 damage to your health.
4 defense.
No, immune or normal? Normal?
Normal.
Yeah, you're right, 15. 45, 9 minus 15 is... 49... What's 49? That's 4... That's 34. Oh shit. Hit me hard. It's fucking Eevee, dude.
That was a pure minimum roll.
The dough is eating that, and the bacon is just sizzling.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
No, no.
It's gonna
no.
go boom. It's gonna go boom.
What? Why would that a Pokemon that clearly looks like a bomb explode?
I'm sorry.
God,
I
how
had
could
to.
you think of me so illy?
I realized that I don't have any potions, actually, so I did not give Eevee a potion.
Also,
Oh, shit, I have the potion.
I had to. I had
more
to.
injuries, so, and I'm all the way over here.
I have a
Check
first
it on
aid
the board.
kit, but
No, I don't think it's good on Pokemon.
some
Hey.
Pokemon.
I guess that's what you use. It doesn't heal it. Oh, fuck.
It blows up. Jerome notice takes cover as
It's such a good thing it doesn't have smite.
Yeah.
yeah. Jerome's Pokemon is now at 0 hit points and in ash.
Does
Does
it
Jerome
not
hit the
have? Does it not have 1 in physical evasion?
Oh, does it? Does it? Hold on. Does Jerome's have 1 in physical evasion? If he evaded the explosion, I'm going to be upset. That's fine. Let's find out. Does Jerome's Toxel blow the fuck up?
Does he got loot? It lives?
Yeah.
So
I'm just
Jerome does
imagining-
not get. Jerome does not get another Pokemon killed.
Toxel
Hooray.
dived out of the way like, fuck that!
No,
Fuck
he's
this
just
shit,
going
I'm
like,
out.
no,
Ooh.
I don't.
I'm out, no thanks.
The berry is gone, and Jerome hears in the distance. It blew up and shot to the moon. They shoot like rocket, little firecrackers.
Yeah.
Loud. Yeah, James, you see this Eevee playing with an apple.
What the heck was that noise? I say. Oh well.
Oh well.
I'm going to.
I'm
try
pretty sure
to-
that everybody who was looking in that direction heard the
Everyone heard the
explosion.
loud. Rick,
Saw,
even you heard
saw
the
what
loud
happened.
I'm surprised that Eevee didn't get frightened by a
See,
random loud
no, we
noise.
all.
It will, but because remember, they all
Everyone-
this all happens at 1 second. As soon as you know,
Everyone and the Pokemon just all look. Just even the hardy centipede. Just
I'm going to try to do this carefully approach to it. Not
you
not
notice
looking.
it gets startled and smack its face against a tree. Just like fuck. Boom.
Oh shit, a human! Oh fuck, a tree!
It was worth. What was that? Oh, fucking dick.
I
love these Eevees. We need them.
They're kind of just a few idiots.
as soon as it bumped into the tree, I'm like, whoa, 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 you alright, little guy? Like,
Only two of them are.
It
The other
follows
one's
backwards.
Yeah, the
looking
other
at
one
you.
got beat up.
It's looking at you upside down.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey, alright, you're fine. Whew.
it has a giant lump on its head. It is fine. It
That
took
could
one
get
whole
healed.
damage.
That could get healed, no worries on that.
It is 51 hit points. One
even
whole
then,
damage.
even then, you don't care.
Bruh.
Eevee used headbutt. It failed.
So,
Fucking, if we had Pinecone statted out, I would have absolutely dropped the Pinecone from the tree.
freaking Pinecone.
Hold on.
Oh no.
Give Cat a moment. I actually might need to check something.
Oh no.
We stand out Pineapple.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Lucky for y'all, no Pinecone yet.
So,
But this, on the other hand,
what?
Oh no!
I kid.
Not another explosion.
Just
Mom.
snuggles. Oh no!
Pinecone is also an explosion mod.
Yes. There are a couple of them in this region.
Did we add Voltorb?
I think we did.
Oh god, no.
Hold on.
The Holy Trinity.
Yep,
Alright.
we added Voltorb.
Very
I think we added every Pokemon that can go boom in this fucking region.
Alright, so what I'm going to do next is I'm gonna place like a Pokeball in front of
We
me.
didn't add Geodude. Sad Brock noises.
Samrock misses.
Alright, as I was going to go, I just placed a Pokeball in front of me and be like, I'm gonna give you a couple choices. You can continue living in the forest and live possibly a boring life, or you can join me on a nice little adventure.
It
Yeah,
just
what?
starts sniffing the Pokeball. Like, what the fuck is this thing?
What the fuck is this thing? What the fuck is this?
It's like it thinks it starts chewing on it.
And that's when it accidentally opens up.
Yeah, it hit the button. Can you roll a Pokeball real quick?
Well, I
James,
believe
you
it's
probably got the
one-
world's
yeah,
dumbest
100.
Eevee.
D100. We'll give you a -5 because the Eevee was not prepared.
It's obviously a bit of an idiot.
It is. It's a naughty nature. It's
Oh boy.
stupid.
That's good.
Which
Yeah.
Eevee did James have? EV2?
naughty.
Yeah, give me a minute.
What's all the naughty Pokemon being fucking stupid?
You see,
The
that's
Chopper's
the thing.
fucking dumb.
That's the
and
thing. Here's what I'm
Chomper is just
picturing it.
Chomper.
Here's where I'm picturing it as. They're so focused in doing their naughty prankster antics that they glance
This
over
Eevee's
the study.
Chomper is naughty because it bites you. Eevee's naughty because it's very that. It gets into accidents.
He chews on things.
Yeah, he chews on things as
Careful
well.
of your slippers.
Also, roll gender.
Oh, right. Been a odd time? Okay.
Yep.
Even.
Even
Think it
female.
matters.
Oh no.
Odd.
Oh well.
He's a boy.
Yeah.
D100 works. It still has evens and odds.
Yeah, it's
Still 50-50
technically.
chance.
But what
Still
we gotta roll 100 for an Eevee?
Oh, God.
No,
God.
What do we roll?
we're just doing normal odds and evens unless it's a comb bee because fuck you.
1B.
Yeah.
One-
Comb
so
bee
one
is-
is-
We generally do 1d2 unless it has other gender odds.
Like, for example,
that's
Because
just
he
a
did,
comb
he
bee
did a
handle it.
D100.
But
Unless
Eevee has
it's
the
a
same
Kobe.
general odds as starter, though.
Yeah, no, I'm saying this because it doesn't matter what started because it doesn't affect evolution. Only the ones that affect evolution, and we'll have different starter odds because fuck you.
Also,
Because I'm a cunt.
yeah, Manzanza's like that before we returned it. Please don't have me bond with the Applin Killer boss.
Mm.
And it's like, boss, don't make me fight the Applin Killer. I'm loyal to you to the day I die, but I don't want to die this yet.
Alright, My turn, boys.
Thumper wants retaliation for the.
So now I need to think of a nickname.
Well, that's
For-
definitely a retaliation.
It's absolutely retaliation.
I feel like Dog didn't order Jumper to do that. I
Yeah.
just decided to blast him. Does normal resist dragon out of curiosity?
Normal resists nothing,
It resists nothing. The
but is
only
immune to ghost.
yeah, it's only immune to ghost and weak to fighting. That's about it.
That did a lot of damage to him.
Yeah, by the way, Wesley, of course you shoot the Eevee with the lowest health of the pool.
Yeah, just
Oh,
fucking
no, that
Jumper
kill it.
immediately.
No.
I'm a fire in my blah.
It hops back up like,
I'm
oh,
sorry,
well, this is fun. The Eevee is
I'm-
looking up at you very scared.
I'm sorry, but when I think of
I
troop
say,
groups, I just
I'm
think
not
of.
gonna hurt you. I'm here to help. I will roll charm if that helps.
You might want to roll something else. You hear a voice say, Wingo, use water gun!
I mentioned before that I was shielding it with my body.
It's shooting at your Carmilla.
Carmilla! That is not good for Carmilla. Luckily, she isn't ground type yet.
And you are now
But
in a
she's still
Pokemon
fire.
battle.
Yeah.
No, don't.
Some specific techno music starts playing that is kind of related to what your stereotypical evil teams would be.
Really?
Alright, give me just a sec.
Dang it, and I'm not close enough to whip him.
Yep. Because this officially has initiated it, even though you did one-shot one of his Pokemon.
Playing Team Galactic now.
That works.
Galactic is probably some of the better themes.
To be fair, we got rights to be able to play it.
Well,
That
drums out
Oh,
of the
I
turn order.
didn't put normal. Give me a sec. I put normal instead of effective.
That explains why it only did fucking 9.
Is a tank. I will.
I know she's a tank on
It's
both
tank, but it's
fronts.
still a water gun against a fire type.
Luckily,
her.
she isn't fully evolved. That water gun might have deleted her.
Ouch.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carmilla fucking tanks it and then fucking gives it a look like, that all you got, bitch?
They're both staring at it in like a stare down. Wingo's staring derpily.
Yeah,
Carmilla's
reminder really quickly, Carmilla has a plus special defense nature, so
Yeah, that did shit.
that did actual shit.
I'm pretty sure that Wingull's gonna change targets when it gets back to it.
Shooting the Eevee is not very beneficial for me.
I mean, yeah.
Alright, so-
But I do have but I may be out of chakra, but I ain't out of aqua. I got one water move left in my roster that I can whip on your ass. Because I'm a cunt.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, back to route music encounter music. I kid. But yeah, when
Yeah, it's all just galactic music now.
No, at first, I think after that explosion thing that happened down there, I'm just imagining both me and Shay looking at the
Yeah,
explorer, the explosion
You,
came back.
Shay, and the Sizzlepeter are just looking over like, what the fuck happened back there?
I'm pretty sure you thought I blew up or something.
Yeah, everyone just heard a massive.
Yeah, I'm
Is
a
there
bit
a
too
fl-
busy dealing with
Random a-hole
Yeah,
that you don't
as the
see.
explosion happened, Carmilla just got nailed with a water gun.
I'm sure.
and then
A lot of
immediately
people
was
are
like,
improving
hello
this,
sir, can I
like,
have
easy.
another?
Alright, Robin, what do you want to do? The Sizzlepede looks like it's about to run for its life. Like, nope.
Also, you're lucky that Derek didn't see the Sizzlepede, because PTSD.
Why did I have PTSD for Sizzlepede?
For fire.
Fire.
Carmilla doesn't set it off fully, but because, you know, maybe.
Mainly because Derek's backstory, his pyrophobia is actually caused by being trapped in a forest fire caused by Sizzlepede. So think about it.
Oh, so it's exactly Sizzlepede's fault. Okay.
It was a very, it wasn't, I'm gonna rule it wasn't it was a Sizzlepede that did it, but it wasn't its fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I
Call,
said,
evil team.
I just imagined Chaos fucking, like, James is like, they're talking just randomly, Chaos just
hang on, I do
pulls up
need a question.
Sizzlepede.
I did use charge before this, so what do I add to it?
What does charge do specifically?
I believe charge doubles the damage base.
So he would re-roll them.
Yes.
Okay, I did not realize that. Can I keep the hit?
Add its damage dice roll and extra time to the damage. That's what it does. So roll 2d8 again and add that.
Just 2d8?
Yeah. I think you might take out this fucking Sizzlepede.
Yep.
I hate to say it, I kind of rolled. I think I rolled basically almost max damage on that.
Yeah, you might have killed it. Does electric resist? I mean, fire does not resist.
I don't think bug does either.
That's only 38. I think Sizzlepede's okay. I took a look at its health. I don't think that actually one cuts.
Almost does.
And then Chaos can still throw his ball.
Yeah.
He is. Gotta get to my character sheet.
yeah. So yeah, now you
I did not mean to
guys
throw
know
that
the
when I meant
source
to
of the
throw regular. I did
pyrophobia.
not mean to throw curveball. I meant to just
Indirectly.
throw the Pokeball.
Are you sure you don't want to curveball it?
I'm sure. Didn't realize which one I was clicking.
So to be fair,
That should
the
be
method in which the forest fire backstory
with
started
what I
was
heard,
because
it almost
said
got knocked
Sizzlepede's
down
sneezed,
completely
so-
from the park. So it has that bonus for being at low health.
I did not know about that about your character.
I don't think any
One
of
part
us
about
did.
that's why you read bios more often, my friend.
This is
but like I
OPC.
said, Belzar's gonna go into my PC.
Alright. You have caught the bacon. So, Felzard, you are sending Felzard to your PC?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Would you like to
And
swap
I
Pokemon?
have stuff that beats water. I have stuff that stands up to electric types. I got stuff that beats grass now. I also got stuff that beats fire. So I have a bit of everything.
Yeah, you have a decent.
mine's just a weird mishmash that just
Mine's-
works.
There you go, Robin.
That was
Also,
actually the smoothest catch I've had yet.
I hope you guys like.
Oh,
the
Rick,
nickname I
by the
chose
way,
for Eevee.
fastball. You are getting pegged in the face by a Pokeball.
Okay, so
Hard. Like, you just see a fucking Pokeball yeet out of the woods. It's a weird black Pokeball with a B on it. But it is, and it just beams you in the head. The button opens and it kind of just opens and hits the side.
yours now. Yoink.
Yep.
Alright, that's his turn. Carmilla's turn.
Rick, hold on to that. We'll turn it into the cops.
Yeah.
Quickly.
I am going to switch.
I'm sure there's a freaking looker NPC in this
Oh, my.
campaign.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, they-
Mhm.
I'm just a little.
With one hand, grab Carmilla's Pokeball, and with the other, I grab Amber's and say, Carmilla, switch out!
Moo.
Amber, take him out!
Well, time for to report a missing bird. It's the Amber Alert.
Which switching out not means it would have
Which
to
it would,
redo the code.
and that would count as Amber's turn.
Yes.
Oh shit,
That counts as my turn, technically, actually. Switching counts as the.
But the thing is,
trainer.
it's initiative-wise.
Yeah, no,
You're
we'll
no
have to
longer
wait
in
till
that
Amber
slot.
gets
Yeah, I'm no longer in that slot. When it rolls around to Amber's turn, Amber can do stuff.
Only Amber can do stuff, not Rick.
Yeah,
until
I can't.
After Amber's turn.
So it should be on, I believe. James caught his EV, so he's out.
Yep. Let me have the turn order.
It should be.
It should have
other
been-
Eevee. Dog's Eevee.
yeah, well, it should be my EV last time I checked. Because Mike,
Uh,
actually, it's Michael's turn.
Yeah, it's Michael. He has a Cydo, yay!
Yay!
Hey, do.
Oh, by the way, Michael, good news for you, Robbie. Your starter evolved. Bad news, your starter's on your neck.
Oh no! Your poor neck.
We'll deal with the concussion problems
Actually-
with that in a moment.
Hang on, what level is Sizzle?
Sizzle Peach should be level 11.
13?
11, he
type
said.
1. I want to click that.
I made him level 12.
Wait,
Good news
Python's
for me.
only level 12?
No, Sizzle.
No.
No, 13. I thought it would almost be 15 by now.
Not quite there
Chaos,
yet.
What
Chaos
have you
has done
been using?
a lot less battles than.
No, it's not that I haven't been using them, Cat. It's that I've not been in battles.
Yeah, Chaos's only real big battle was fucking against the gym leader.
And he won that.
He
Unlike
won
you.
that. He's a lower level than the rest of us.
And he won that.
That's
And you
funny, Frank.
have a fully evolved Pokemon, a middle stage starter now, and you lost.
She
He
was
won
a
the
middle
second-
stage when I fought. He
Uh,
evolved
Dog,
after
you.
the gym battle.
Yeah.
Ow.
He won it!
Fight!
I swear to God. Stop using that pronunciation.
I gotta lower one my attack.
Yep, it is Amber's turn.
Amber, take out that Wingull!
Oh,
That was a joke. Time to go. Time to signal the Amber Alert.
that's
That
super.
lovely-
That's double effective,
lovely-
by the way.
Yeah. 4 times super effective. Trash bird. Be That's been so long time.
Strasbourg lives!
It lived.
What? Apparently that Wingull special defense natured.
It's neutral nature.
I was joking.
Yeah, you can see how little
wait.
its defense took off
Wow.
that.
Quad effective.
It just has a lot of HP. Chomper's turn. Chomper is ready to kick some ass. This Eevee is putting up a fight for it.
I need a name for this skin.
Fuck. I have a minus in fucking power attack and still did the lot.
Not necessarily.
20 isn't a huge amount.
Yeah.
Oh, can I try and catch it?
Yes. By the way, red. Yup, yeah, you almost hit Chomper and it got startled.
There we go.
You realize you need to aim better because Chomper is a bigger target than Eevee, the smaller.
Hey, Rick, go look at my new addition.
Shag's son.
Shang Tsung.
Shang-Tsung. Mustache.
Mortal
It's
Kombat.
Shang's son. It is Shang's son, Rick.
Yeah, it's Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
I don't know Mortal Kombat.
Your soul is mine.
Soul Snatcher.
So Chomper's turn ends, and
I am going to yell out, Amber, quick attack, take it out!
well, good news, bad news. Good news for you. Roll quick attack. It returns, and you hear a loud shuffling in the woods, in the thick brush.
Is it going away from us?
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll worry about it later. We'll be taking that Pokeball to the police.
Yeah. I grabbed the Pokeball.
I was gonna have
next to
Rick.
me.
I was gonna have him roll a fastball on the Eevee, by the way. But you quick attack and killed Wingull before I had a chance.
And now he's just thinking, Nigratayo!
Alright, Wesley. Bye!
Bye!
Hey, boy!
Evoli.
I hate the pronunciation, but
Cute!
goddamn.
But it's cute!
It is adorable, so why not?
I'm just too used to the Eevee.
Eevee! Evoli! Evoli.
Ravioli, ravioli.
Show me the formioli.
So,
Motherfucker! That's another
I couldn't
Pokemon.
really think of it. I just named Shang Tsung just because, but that's the best thing I was.
Rick, the Eevee is just shaking in your arms right now.
Bring-
Yeah, I.
As people just notice,
Yeah,
you do
I-
notice May come running. You know,
Yeah.
Something
she does like power slide, trying to come over to you.
Yeah, I'm holding the Eevee and I'm trying to pet it and calm it down. I ask May to get out my first aid kit so that I can look over.
What happened?
Some
He's,
a trainer Scyther was attacking it. It wasn't trying to attack it to catch. It was. It
What?
was. I was using my normal voice.
Are you sure he wasn't trying to catch it?
That's not what it looked like.
I
Look
mean,
at the
she says
wounds
holding
on
up the Pokeball.
Yeah.
I mean, they did throw a Pokeball, it seems, and do you need
At
any...
me, I show the bruise.
I mean, your head is shaped like an Eevee, she says, wrapping up Eevee.
And your
Touche.
head's an Eevee.
Yeah, I imagine that Amber kind of like comes over and rolls up.
Amber is just like, arms on its side, looking up, like, kicks him.
Yeah.
I did
Great
that.
job, Amber. I
Change the music, by the way, from Team Galactic.
I should, yes.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I need to look at the abilities that Shang Tsung can have at this
I'm
level.
gonna go to a turn of 4.
My turn?
Yep.
Ah, a worthy opponent, I see. You are worthy to be on my team, my friend.
Eevee!
Hey, bye!
Let's try this again. Go, Pokefuck! That's 3 Pokeballs gone.
Reminder, I can fix them.
They aren't really breaking because he ain't throwing them super
So
far.
that means I still have them.
You
Oh,
have
they're
to
off
get them
there.
back.
Shay fetch.
Come on,
Wait,
quick
Shay,
dodging!
you mind fetching those?
Yeah, Eevee is just dodging around like a madman. As Jump was like, I want to block his head.
I'm just going to sit here. Don't worry, you got it. I'm just going to sit here and watch.
Yeah, I am going to roll, I think I have medicine.
This Eevee is
Yeah, I'm rolling medicine education to try and
Good
help
at
with
miss.
this.
Wait, Rick, call me. I have a potion. I have potions.
Does anybody have any potions that I can use?
I'm gonna check, man.
It'll take a couple months.
I am also rolling medicine education because I am.
Michael has enriched water. Does that work like in the games?
I don't think so.
No. No, it's a refreshment that will heal in battle, but not any injuries. Potion is what would work here.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna wait before going all the way over there to or
Yeah, James got his Evoli. Yeah, you pretty much heard the calamity going on over there too, James. By the way.
I imagine that Carmilla comes out of her ball now that the.
I basically have
Carmilla is
to basically collect
trying to go on the hunt. It charges in the woods, but it realizes it's too dense to travel through. How big it is now. It comes back annoyed.
She huffs out embers, just like she's thinking about burning down the forest. But she doesn't because.
Pixie, can you check what's going on over there?
I am bandaging up and applying potion to the Eevee in exactly the right spot.
First turn, bust.
I will remove one of my potions.
Yeah.
Like, I will catch you!
Shay's over here.
Yeah, that's just going on at the same time.
Shay's collecting the Pokeballs I could throw in, and if Dog runs out, we may throw.
And Shay just got nailed with the Pokeball as it was collecting them. Boom! She's knocked over.
This is actually.
Eevee dodged out of the way narrowly as Shay just got nailed. That Pokeball is broken. And Shay is now bruised and angry.
Oh no. I'm about to get attacked by a cat.
Maybe.
Or Shay's gonna steal your catch.
I will be actually pissed.
I should probably roll for this Eevee gender.
Yeah, please. I'm deciding it is female.
Alright.
Cat, you decide what Shay does, if she steals the catch or goes.
Shay is waiting to zap. Shay is mad.
Ooh.
It's like, I'm not gonna interrupt you, but you hit me in the face. Like, hard. Because Dog doesn't even see Shay.
Wait, no. Cat, here's what happens, okay? Shay charges. That's what it does. It uses charge.
Yep.
So
finally!
As Dog, as you catch it.
I haven't rolled the I didn't roll the
you hit it. Think. Roll the Pokeball.
Rolls a 99.
I caught it!
So,
I caught an Eevee!
As you say that, you just notice something hop. Yeet forward, smack as lightning shoots forward.
Hang on. Hang on, I'm not done. There, because I said you
charged up first.
Chopper hops up happy, but it nearly almost catches Human, not noticing because you're happy with sorrow. You get smacked in the face by a flip cat.
Why? I didn't do anything!
Falls over, I didn't do anything! Just Chopper just licking you. As Shaman walks annoyed.
My leg!
And here's what's going on. Shay's just rubbing the spot that got hit.
Yeah, no, it's rubbing its face again. You heard purring, Robin, as Shay wants back in your arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pixie runs back over and starts licking you.
I finished tending to the Eevee. And I say, there we go.
Hurts.
You should feel a lot better soon.
I'm gonna go pick up my Pokeballs.
Yeah, Dog is covered in soot, just walks over.
And still smoking, by the way.
Yeah, y'all smell what smells like burnt chicken walk towards y'all. Make comments on that. It's like, what smells like burnt chicken?
Me? Your shakes is mean. I did nothing to it.
It looks away, just rubs its head.
What have I done? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm holding the Eevee in my lap, by the way. I'm petting it and making sure that it feels safe.
What happened
You
over
know,
here?
dog, y'all shoot, and James, you'll notice Pokeballs shoot open.
What the?
By the way, nice name, EV3.
I need to think of a name for him or her.
Roll gender. Y'all know if y'all can compare or
It's a
sizes, yeah.
No wonder it was determined.
Yeah, you'll notice Dogs' EV height-wise is taller than both of
Okay, what level is it, Greg?
you. Yours should be the highest. I believe Rick's was 11.
Mine
I think
does
all of y'all's
it's
were
a-
11 as well. I believe yours is 12. So I need to do one more thing to her. So, you're gonna
Are these
make
two
your...
part of your family, Evie? I asked the one in my
What?
lap. In that case, since my friends caught him, do you want to come with me?
They notice they're just start sniffing. You're holding the smallest.
Oh yeah, I think I know this one's name.
I noticed James is named Darwin. It kind of just
Sorry.
nuzzles in your arms.
Sorry, I had to attend to my mom.
I bring out
She-
my premiere ball because it's special and different.
No.
Wait, did all of us have our EVs out and now they're just mingling?
The
I haven't
EVs
caught
shot
one.
out their Pokeballs.
Yeah,
Oh.
those two jumped out of their Pokeballs because they were worried about their
Look
friend.
what name I picked. I named it for those for those Spyro fans will recognize it.
Oh, it's her
by
name
the
is
way.
Cinder.
Yeah,
Nice.
that name.
Nice.
And I got a question. Do we know
Yes?
about the issue you've had with your your problem was?
Well, you might have gotten a
With this
hint
lead?
of the pyrophobia part during the gym
No,
battle,
I just mean as
but
our-
He
not.
probably
as
explained
friends
it
with
when
Have
in
we
the
ever,
in-between.
do we know about the Sizzlipede incident? Like the Sizzlipede
But you don't know the full story.
And he's like, well, I know what I'm gonna gonna evolve her into. If maybe I might need to ask the gym leader to get the item. Ah.
I just. I just had Pat Darwin, nice little Eevee.
Hey, boy.
You are gonna
He chews
help
on your
out the
hand.
gym. I'm gonna say you're gonna help
Yeah,
out
and
the
he kind
gym
of nods
challenge.
on you a little bit softly.
Mhm. Yeah.
Not
I'm
as
gonna
hard as Chomper, obviously. He's
Yeah,
like,
But
Chomper ends up
he is
bigger mouth.
numbing.
He is numbing on your hand. as
I'm
you try to
petting
pet him.
Cinder. It's like you're gonna help me a lot in the gym challenge.
Yeah.
The gym
I after catching Alice now in Premier Ball, I let her out to continue having her be with her
Yeah,
friend.
May is holding the Pokeball.
Yeah.
I forgot it, dude. You said my owl. You asked cat. It's on my head.
The owl abandoned ship. You notice that you feel something heavy hit you in the head again.
Oh, I was wondering where you were.
But yeah,
That's
somebody
I'm
somebody
just
was
ima- I'm just
attacking this.
imagining.
Somebody was attacking Alice, and it didn't seem like they were.
This feels heavier than a normal Pokeball, she says, holding out another.
I'm gonna.
It's a little heavier.
I grab a hold of it and I say, I
Wait.
can try taking it apart to see what's going on with it.
Yeah.
Guys?
It seems like
Wait,
a normal
wait,
Pokeball.
hold up,
Maybe the
hold
outer
up.
material is made different.
Let me
Uh,
just check my.
From a quick
Quick.
once over, I'm gonna roll tech education. Well, but can I
You can-
see what's different about it?
You could tell what was used to make it is different. Like it was not as well made. Kind of looks more cheaply made compared to the normal Pokeballs.
Hey,
Yeah.
you want my
These things,
bit
this
in
thing
on that
isn't.
phone?
It's definitely not as high quality as a regular Pokemon.
That's why
Hey,
it's
Cat.
heavier, because it's not made.
Hey,
for
Cat,
it.
what can I notice?
You notice the giant bee carved into it. And you do notice all the technological stuff about it. You'll notice it's kind of pretty much falling apart after it nailed Rick in the face. That's why it was forced open.
Okay.
The
so I
block
didn't
shattered
see-
when it hit Rick in the head.
Well, I didn't get any
Oh,
higher.
this is very
Douglas.
fragile.
Yikes.
It's definitely
You-
it's definitely
you
not
noticed-
as well made as a regular mass produced Pokeball.
Can I see it?
If it's not
I
well
hand
made,
it over to him.
You
Careful
hear
not to
Jerome
break
says
it.
you're gonna break it.
I do say, careful not to break it.
Nemu says it's already broken.
More. Break it more.
I say we bring it to either a professor or
We
the
could-
Officer Jenny's.
If we get to the nearest town, we could turn it in.
yeah, I'd say we
I don't-
trust
I said,
proper
yeah.
authorities.
I
As
was
much
gonna,
as
I was gonna say, yeah, it definitely seems different. I don't know anything else about it.
Yeah, you know the Pokeball is black on the top and bottom, Wesley.
It's all one color. Normally the bottoms are white.
or
For
I
special
show him
Pokeball.
the Premier Ball, which has both a white top and bottom.
I said
But
normally
even-
the bottoms are white. That's what I said.
Because it's not a Premier Ball. It obviously looks like it was made with the same app. It's clearly painted black.
Wait,
You can
it's
notice
paint?
paint chips on it, Rick. Like you can see
Wait,
red start to bleed through it. Like it was
Wait,
made from the
wait.
same apricot as a normal
Wait.
Pokeball.
hold up,
This
hold up.
isn't some special
Hold up.
Pokeball. It
Now-
was painted black.
Now
But
I'm
cheaply made,
worse.
heavier, and seems to look more for just chucking and harming things. More than
All I gotta say is that better not be
Rick,
lead
add
paint.
a blight ball to your inventory. Shattered
By
blight
the
ball.
way,
That better not be lead paint. That's all I gotta say.
Hold on, Cinder. Let's let you meet the
Now
rest
she
of the...
backs up, holding it. I'd rather not touch it than until you think it's lead paint. Lead poisoning is not something to mess with,
Yeah,
Hey,
especially with all the
that's why I
animals
say-
around.
That's why I say I better not be. Considering how
I hope
easily
it's
that.
not.
Yeah.
After all, it hit me in the face.
I'm
I
pretty
take
sure
food
lead
off my
don't
head.
do that.
I'm showing Cinder the rest of my team. These are the guys you're gonna be
Dog,
working
you hear a loud thunk, and then barking. Basher smacks Pixie in the back of the head with it.
Oh, come on, you two!
They
No.
start arguing. They
I
they
actually
do
look
not
over
get
to the-
along.
I look over to this group just like he has the most particular.
I mean, they listen to him. They just don't like each other. At least those two.
Yeah. I look over
I
and I say,
mean,
Carmilla, the bad man's gone. I know you want to go after him. I kind of do too.
It points to their action like it could still. It's like a sign, like it could. It points to. It pops itself in the nose and points in that direction.
I actually walk over and go, there, we'll get to them. We'll get to them. The next time, you'll get them.
Should we return back to the Pokemon Center to help her out, the EV out, help Alice out?
I rolled high enough to essentially cure it with a potion, right?
Yeah. It's healthy enough again.
Yeah.
I mean,
I may
he's
not
not
look
at full,
it, but I'm actually pretty good at, healing Pokemon. I'm no Nurse Joy, but
You know how to do that, but you don't know how to survive.
Alright, how
by
much XP
yourself.
my Mon's getting,
Right.
Rex?
All right, yeah. By the way, everyone will gain XP from the blight encounter.
that's fair. That's a fair way.
nice.
How much XP does my Mon's get?
You fought a Eevee, so that would be how.
I'm just up here.
James and Dog would gain the same amount of XP.
So 12, me and James get 12.
First, we'll start with all the Eevees.
Mm.
Rick
Ah,
does gain 12
ah,
as well
ah.
for capturing it. Is it 12 or do we add any multipliers? with
That's up to
Pokemon?
you.
I think if we just did 12, it would definitely take a lot longer to evolve Pokemon.
I mean,
I feel like 12 for the actual
No.
catching of the Eevee. Fine.
Yeah, that's
Treat
fire. 12
as-
for Robin. What level was yours? 11?
12 for the
Mine was-
trainer?
No. Shang Tsung was 12.
12. So 12 for that. It's 1 for the trainer.
Trainers get one XP for every Pokemon that they catch.
And Rick's encounters for the Blight.
What?
He fought a level 15 Scyther
And one-shot it.
So
and a level 14 Wingull.
I'm level 3 now.
And since that was a important fight with
What?
Team Blight, that will be a times 1.5.
That's confusing as fuck. What?
What do you mean?
That's what I went.
What did you do?
wait,
Rusty,
I don't know what I did.
wait,
What were you messing with?
My
hold
fucking
up.
levels.
You guys are turning level 3? I'm still turning level 1. The fuck?
Trainer. I'm at
When you
trainer
get a
level
badge, you get a level.
Oh,
So y'all
Oh.
all should be trainer level.
Yeah, I
Level-
don't know
So I
why
should've been-
Dog's at trainer level 3. I
Okay,
have
I think I
17
break-
He's level 2. He's being dumb.
Yeah, 17 XP.
That's where I'm
I think
at. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone should be at the same except for Jerome.
That fucking. Someone fix my thing. I need to take a
So-
piss. Something's wrong with my foot.
There, wasn't too long of a fix. And then the Team Blight, it's going to be added together, so 14 plus
That would be
15.
29 times 1.5. That
Oh yeah, I did 15 by accident.
would be
So,
34.
34 experience for all Pokemon. I will do Michael. Also, Michael does gain experience for catching Psydo, which I need to do. So Psydo does gain experience from this. Oh, Psydo is level 13?
6 total.
What was the number, Rick?
For me total, it's 46. However, for the Team Blight
Team Blight
encounter, it's
stuff.
34. Plus what you got from catching the
Okay,
Pokemon.
thank you. So, alright. 12 for all my Pokemon besides Cinder, right?
Carmilla is now level 17.
Yeah.
Is that was she was right on the verge of becoming level 16.
Omar leveled up. I will let Michael. I will tell him what Pokemon leveled up, and he caught Psydo. So
Okay,
keep.
Amber is
Good.
on the cusp of.
All right. So, all right. From the top of the list, it is how much experience the trainers should get. We'll do that in a sec. But how much did I say it was? It was 44 or 45, Rick.
It was 34.
It was 34.
Yeah, for the Blight encounter.
All right, so
Or,
34.
no, 40. It would be. Fuck.
So it was 44.
Oh, so
I
I got
math
enough.
wrong, so
So
wait.
add another 10
add
to what
another
you were
10.
doing?
Another 10 to Armand?
Yes.
Alright, then. I got 270 for Pixie.
I will tell Michael what all leveled up, and then I'll ask him with text.
Oh, that was okay. For me, that was very close because another 3 XP is what makes Typhon go to level 15.
Really?
Yes.
Fucking Michael Scatilla is level 17 now.
So is Carmilla. But you have to remember, me and Michael have been in more battles than Chaos has.
Right.
Teddy is now level 14,
I'm
boys.
assuming that Alice doesn't get that XP.
Alice does not, but everyone else's Pokemon does. No, should it be nice to Alex? Because that means you would be the literal only Pokemon not getting XP here.
Yeah.
Alice is getting XP?
Alice, my Eevee.
Yeah. So that means does that mean
I
Darwin
said-
and Cinder? Oh,
Yeah.
they get XP too?
Yeah.
That's weird.
I said all Pokemon.
So that
And
goes
for
so
the
they get-
for the Team Blight encounter, it's all Pokemon.
Okay, so Cinder gains the 10, not the 12.
No, they gained the XP for the fight that Rick did.
Yeah, like you
So
said 10.
44.
44. Okay, I've been fucking up my XP then. I thought you said it was 10 extra. I'm confused.
Because
I
Rick said
said
it was
34 at first, and then I said 10 extra because...
So that means you would do 34 extra now, dog.
Oh my.
What do you think fucking Tifa and Omar Michael's Pokemon shut up the way they did.
Alright, let me go fucking back to Pixie then. How much was it? 44?
44.
I gained 24. So 20 more. Yeah. It'll be not 90, so I get another level. Pixie's level 17. Damn. I have to do have to do a lot more experience. What do I do for that? She was level 15. She gained 2 levels, so I get 2 allocated points.
Remember that this
Yeah.
is not something.
All of my mons have leveled up twice.
So far, the only mon I had that leveled up twice was my Sandile.
Here we go. Good.
But at least
Go Chomper next,
No.
I think.
he's getting at least
Chomper's-
a level. Or 2 in the case of Applin. Good job, little guy. Too bad
we're
you're
doing
not going to
We're
But
doing
it's
10
not
next.
helping.
help him any until I find that elusive apple.
Practice.
Okay, Teddy did not gain a level. Oh, gain 1 level, so I have to allocate a point.
So it's 12 just from the blight, right?
Mm-hmm. No, 12
Alright, that
from
means-
the EV, 34 from
Yeah.
the Blight.
44.
And EVs are just the catch anyways.
That'll be
Is that
50.
catch
That would be 50. Rick, that's 56. Oh my god, they go back to Pixie again.
What's the? You were supposed to do the Eevee first, then the Team Blight. That's on you.
Yeah, I did the EV first and at the same time.
What do you mean
That's
at
not-
the same time?
Yeah, I did the points at the same time. You said the EV was just 12.
The Eevee was just 12.
That's what I did, so I'm calculating them both at the same time.
So then 12, and then the Team Blight.
Yeah, 12 plus 4. 12 plus 44 is.
He's 56. You're right.
That means I have to add a fucking another 10.
Alright.
Now I just have to check what my Pokemon have learned any new.
Yeah, that's gonna be the fun for me.
No, I guess Teddy did get a level. Like I didn't do fucking the other shit.
To pull up the freaking EX to try to figure out which book's the right one again, because
I have to check
Damn
the
thing.
moves.
So for level 17, Michael should have 20. I mean, for 15,
Okay.
should Michael have 23
no, there's
points?
nothing. Good.
Eh.
Yeah, at level 3 he would have 20.
At 15. Because he's 17 now. Because I have not fucked with his stats.
Anyone have
what are you
the
talking
Google
about?
book open for?
His total allocated points is 23. Should that be correct for what level he was at?
Points are always 10 plus the level.
Then Michael forgot 2 points then. For
But hey,
his
hey, Rick,
his
question.
Also
Pokemon.
forgot 2 points. for Maria.
Actually,
So when
anyone
Michael
you-
gets
No,
here,
I
we'll
got-
have to do some fixing.
Tracheon. For Tracheon, anyone have him open in the Google book?
I
Alright.
can get to him pretty easily. Yeah.
I can.
All
I
do
just
it.
need to know if he
right.
learns any moves at the. Let's see, what level is he?
Robin, can you message me in private the new email, or would it still be the old one?
No,
Control
the
F
issue here
for
is
the
I'm not
search?
changing my dad's stuff. I'm not adding stuff onto my dad's thing.
So what level is it currently?
Garnet is level 15.
15. Did it learn? Did it already have Struggle Bug?
Yes.
All right. Then you have to wait until next level because that's when it learned Dig.
All right, here you go, Robin.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Now I have to do Jerome's.
Hold on, is
So
it Control
Jerome's about
F
to get a
do
fuck
the
ton of
search
XP.
thing? Or
He was
160?
fighting with Toxel.
Again, Cat, I'm not adding things to my dad's stuff, is what I'm saying.
If you click on the link, it wouldn't add anything. But okay.
And my mischievous.
He has
learns
a
to
bunch of zeros in his stats, and he has a 10 in special attack. Of course, Jerome
Of
did
course,
that.
he's min maxing.
Yep. Okay, he's level 8, and how much XP did we gain?
50...
44. He gets no XP for the explosion.
Oh right, he gets no XP for Celestia. So 44.
Toxel shot up to 120.
Hey, how you do the search word thing again?
Control F.
Why is it not working for me? It's like saying no matches.
I did put in rollout on Amber. That is moment.
What the fuck is wrong with my thing?
I'm messaging Jerome all the level ups that happened. Ralts.
Okay. Dragunk learned nothing.
I'm gonna be a little annoyed when I'm doing all this searching and it's being so annoying that it's not what my Control F is being so annoying that it's not.
Click on the
working.
page, Wesley.
I am.
So you're telling me you clicked on the page and you have a cursor on there now.
Alright, and that's about it.
Click. I do because I don't see you clicked on the page. So click on the page. Click on Roscat's page. Just somewhere on Roscat's page, and then hit Control F.
You know,
There
now
should be a thing to the left. You don't need to search for her.
What thing to the left? Oh. Oh my god.
Hey, don't beat yourself up. Because I didn't know about that.
Okay, she's level 17. Does she learn? Yeah, she did. God
7, so you
Teddy.
shot to level 10.
Okay, level 17. You learned Sparks. Spark doesn't do any damage?
Oh.
What? Spark is a
couple
2d8,
I didn't actually put
which
in.
is a damage base of 8.
Oh well. Yeah, no. Amber now has rollout. Oh. Prepare your.
Who died?
And don't mess with the Amber Alert.
Oh no, who did die?
Wasn't me.
Dog.
Oh, dog.
Jerome's highest level Pokemon is level fucking 12.
Well, guys, I hate to be a bearer of a warning, but I now have Struggle Bug on Magpa.
Oh no.
Oh no, that bug be struggling.
Lancer is...
Death before dishonor.
2 swords. I must be an archer.
Okay, that was a good one.
Welcome back. Hi, what happened?
Fate joke.
No, I heard the fate joke. I was talking about the dog dying.
Okay, it's down.
Alright, I fixed Michael and Jerome. Boom, baby, baby, baby.
Okay. 54. Alright, now I can actually work on the other guys.
Alright. What happened, Wesley?
I died.
Ah, fun. Alright, does anyone want to share a story while everyone's finishing up?
I need to remember how stat allocation for Mons worked again. It was like 1 point per level?
1 point per level, yes.
Alright, just making sure.
Hey, Rick.
Yes?
Hold on.
Let me fucking fix my shit on him.
Think fast!
Make that a 4.
I kid. That did not happen.
He would say it anyway.
Is this seriously on GM rolls?
Yeah, it's on GM rolls.
So I've been rolling fucking fastballs, and you didn't even know how much damage you were supposed to take.
No, I didn't. I was
So
actually about to ask, did I take any damage from that guy hitting me in the face?
Okay, here you go then.
By the way, Pat, Shinx is minimum level to evolve is 15, but Shinx is staying a Shinx.
Are you sure?
As of right now, yes.
Alright then.
Story purposes.
The floof is still a floof.
Alright.
I will not let you do that with Wadderstone, because I'm...
Oh no,
Watch
I'm
this
not
on
touching.
Pokemon.
I'm not doing that to Waters. It's literally, you should know, it's Shinx.
Alright. So Rick, you take the how is your health, by the way, getting nailed in the face?
I'm at 44 HP.
How much is the counter for the thing again?
What do you mean?
The blighting counter.
44.
How much is 44? Got it. What a 135 plus 44. 179.
Yeah.
The Cinder's
I will
level 30.
state I am sending out Jean because I feel like Jean and Alice would...
Mhm. I'm gonna raise up her special attack, her physical, by 1. And I'm pretty sure Eevee does not learn anything at 13. I'll double check that later. I'm gonna 2 XP the chopper because I'm a dumbass, but it doesn't get any levels though because of that. Alright. Basher, my boy! Yep. Let's see if you level up when you gain 56 XP. Most likely, yeah, you definitely do.
Alice had... actually.
There we go.
268. Damn, you gained 2 levels from that.
Damn, boy, he thick.
I really was sad. Want to know the sad thing? The only thing I learned, I think the only.
I'm gonna go check if any of Jerome's Pokemon learn any level up stuff. You know what? Fuck you. Jerome can look this shit up himself.
Well, all I gotta say
I am
is
still waiting to get the Dragon Breath, which is in another 3 levels with Goomy.
I'm guessing he doesn't. It's 17 when you Basher learns another move, right? Or is it 16?
Look. Agua 16.
also my
This
Sandile.
When he
Agua?
gets water gun.
Oh, in that case, Chomper got water gun.
Aha! He has stab! He has unlocked the... He has unlocked the...
He has unlocked the ability to be gun.
Yeah, I'm
My
gonna have to.
Sandile.
He already unlocked the ability to be gun. Does he have Dragon Pulse?
Yeah, because
Also-
it's a TM.
Also,
And
Fang
okay,
is one
Basher,
level away
I'm
from
guessing
learning
is a
the
no,
worst
then.
Dark type move.
Basher, let me check.
Yep.
What level are you?
16.
I just imagine
Oh, I already
as we were talking. Hang on, I just imagine as we were talking, Lance popped up because he heard something about getting someone next time. He's like, go fight.
Fight.
Alright, I gotta dig on him.
Robin, you notice it try start to wander into...
Last but certainly not least,
I-
Spooky.
You grab its
Nope.
tiny legs. It's just not that fast, so...
Alright, let's work on Spooky.
Like,
Well-
get before the sun!
Hey, Spooky, baby.
There we are. No! There's
I meant to
fight!
enable Alice's moves in the
I hear
OBS,
fight!
and I did it through
Yeah, she's getting a lot of
And,
XP, by the way.
As he's doing that, just like return.
Yeah.
Forces itself
what?
out the
Mother,
ball.
no!
Mother, why? Mother, I
Mother.
crave violence.
So, next fight,
you
I
only
guess
gain one
Lance
level.
is going to be taking.
It pops out and here it's like, fight! Robin,
No, she
no.
gained 2 levels, damn.
Oh god, it really is. It's a
Robin!
wobble effect.
Diana to
Oh.
Lancer. What do you
Oh.
have there, Lancer? A knife! Diana, no!
She got the, you really did get a Pokemon really good for gym challenges, because that fucker wants to fight.
Yeah.
That's all it wants to do is fight.
John just wants friends. That's what she wants.
Yeah. John is very mean, like Alice.
Yeah.
Lancer is fucking evil. It's just
Lancer
little
is-
baby.
I'm just
Little
imagining
baby.
I'm
Evil.
the bad guy!
Well, let me go
Alright,
check and see if my bird learns anything. What's it called
Yeah.
again?
Huh?
Bird called?
Hat something. Hat something.
Choo choo choo!
Armini?
Armini.
Okay, she's level.
I am doing my best to make sure each
13!
of my
Oh,
Pokemon
sweet
get a name.
Combine! Hell yeah!
My Sandile is one level away from learning the worst Dark type move ever, Assurance.
Nice.
Alright, I got my own shit done.
Alright. We ready to progress?
I am
Yeah.
ready. I'm ready. All of my Pokemon have
Oh, heck
moves.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mimi
I'm gonna
says-
go return. I'm gonna
Yeah,
return all
return,
my
clean
mods.
up the boards, people!
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, Darwin,
quick
you had
question.
fun with
What
your
was
friend
that
on your
explosion earlier?
Joking.
Mimi
And
starts walking forward. and she's like, "This way!"
After I about
You
to
know, no,
turn-
as we all start walking, like, what was that explosion earlier, by the
I
way?
can't actually control. I can't control
It's your turn,
Alice.
Darwin.
I was about to return my bird, and all of a sudden,
She
stuck
just
my head.
starts to
Hey,
rub
we're
her
back
face
to-
awkwardly. Cresselia blowing up.
Hey,
She
let's
says
see it.
nervously.
Oh, can I roll something, Greg?
I'm just like,
Shoot.
oh no,
With
that
my-
makes
with
sense.
what I am for Pokemon.
See if I know we're
Okay,
going
that
the wrong way or not.
makes- Yeah, that's all I say. I'm like, that makes sense.
General
This is-
education.
We know which way we came from.
2.
I just have.
Do I know as we're going the wrong way? or
You
not?
notice nothing looks familiar.
This is not the right path.
You say that out loud?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You said
I-
this was the right way.
No, I didn't say we followed you. I said I don't.
Why are you following me? You've been here before.
I
He
didn't know where
explicitly
I was
asked
going
you
at
which
first.
path was
I
the right
remember
one,
now.
and you
I
chose
didn't
this
go
one.
way. I broke a branch one way to figure out where I'm going. None of the. It's the other way. We're supposed to go right, left, not right.
We did go left. We didn't go right.
Adventure, I guess.
So we're backtracking.
Backtracking. I just point that way.
Hey, just be lucky
Onward.
some of us
I mean,
got
what
some
does
of
everyone else
this.
think? Backtrack to go back around, or should we
Don't-
keep going this
Don't
way?
tell. I'm pretty sure my bike trail.
We don't know if there's a way out this way though.
Yeah.
Because we don't know how the woods are
That's
cut.
That's true.
Yeah.
You don't have a map of the
Also,
area.
there's no bike trail. I made an obvious mud skirt because I was driving very fast.
That was
Pixie
days
like,
ago.
in
It's
the-
changed since then.
The
It's
basket.
in the basket.
And this is
Sticking
from the
their tongue
fact
out.
that you lost to a Pokemon, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Don't
I
lie,
can't
babe.
do anything with Alice.
So are we backtracking and heading the other path then?
Cat,
When I'm ready, I will get my revenge before my mom kills me for ruining her bike.
Cat, I
Oh,
can't do anything
oh,
with
no.
Alice.
That wasn't
Hopefully
my
you
bike.
can get that before we actually
Hello?
get
I mean,
to,
it was. I either assumed
God
it was
damn
your
it.
sisters because it was bright pink.
I don't have
Uh,
a sister. At
Excuse me,
an
ladies
only
and
child.
gentlemen.
least I
Oh,
think.
where's Rick?
you
He's
are an
very
only child.
quiet.
Yeah.
Rick.
Technical difficulties, please stand by. I've been screaming. Okay, give it a sec.
Difficulties, if I could be heard, please stand by.
Yeah,
There he is.
Could
But
you
we
hear
need-
us at all?
I could hear you. I could hear you. That's why I didn't exit out immediately, is because I could hear you. I realized as soon as you weren't responding to me being like, I can't control Alice, that... Yeah. Please.
Oh.
Oh, Storytellers guarantee.
I'm gonna see if I have any spare potions or something that can heal fucking Cinder, because she's at 1 HP.
There you're
Okay,
Rick.
I'm
You
Going
move
by
out,
the entrance
Alice.
to the forest anyways. We might as well go back out to the Pokemon Center.
Yeah.
Yeah, be
All
like
might
right,
as
that.
well.
Plus, I'm pretty sure that
Mhm. Jump cut!
Helios Pokemon, y'all are back at the entrance.
You know what? As we do that, I do hit a point where like, oh, by the way, I did catch the fire type I got.
hearing fire, my character's just like,
I don't have a fire
James,
type
you
yet.
feel a soft nom on the back of your head, just like a comforting, as you know your standout just and
And
I just
Mhm.
pat Sando.
y'all hear. So y'all are going.
Look, see? Bike trail! Look!
Yeah, you do
This
see.
way.
Y'all do notice obvious dog work, and you also notice an obvious crash.
Nothing happened there.
You say nothing happens. You see a Kamita Pup and a human-shaped mud.
Nothing happened there!
You know
We are
what?
moving on!
Mike.
Pixie is just sweating. They go.
Also,
Flashback.
I'm riding on
Dog
top
tripped
of
over a
Armilla
rock.
now, by the way.
Mm,
I'm still
Yeah.
looking at it.
Flashback. We're having a
Yeah.
dumb flashback.
Translation: what happened? Dog tripped over a rock and face planted in the dirt. Pixie went flying. It was not happy. She was taking a nap.
Nothing happened.
It was the rudest awakening she ever had in her life.
That's all I guess. That's all.
we're
I
just going
I give-
to leave
I-
things to
No,
interpretation.
no, here's what happens. Me and Shay gives Dog that glance like, oh, really?
Nothing happened. Stop looking at me.
So... Yeah, no, I got a Sizzlipede. I do bring that up.
In earshot of me.
I make sure everyone knows just so everyone knows that I have a
Yeah.
Sizzlipede.
That's cool. You caught the little bacon boy.
Oh, did
Yeah,
I? Hold on. I need.
Meanwhile,
Greg, did I
there's
ask
just mental
Pokemon
trauma.
where I can find an item for a Drakion?
Eric, are you okay?
She says she handed it once to you, saying use it only to layer level.
All right, so I
You got a Dragon Fang.
All right. I'll use it when it gets what
Yeah.
level was.
I let
yeah,
Alice know, by the way, that whatever she becomes is up to her.
She did hand you a Dragon Fang just in case if you wanted a Drakeon, Rick. James,
By the
did you
way,
offer one to be a Drakeon as well?
I didn't recall ever being given one.
No, don't backtrack and dog ass. I'm asking, would you have asked with your or
I-
no?
My character's trying to remember
Didn't
what
ask
level.
either, so...
My character didn't try to remember what level the gym leader's Dragonkiller was. What level
She
was it?
recommends a high level.
I know.
Because
That's what
it doesn't
I was
learn
thinking-
its dragon move very quickly.
high
But
level.
whenever you want to do it, do it.
What's a good level for?
She says an EV's evolution is a very big commitment. Take the EV's consideration in mind. It is Eevee is staring at the. You can feel its excitement about that thing in your pocket, dog.
I'm pretty sure it bust out now.
It didn't touch it, but you know it was trying to touch it.
No,
earlier.
not again. No,
It's like, no, I'm not ready for you to evolve, damn
not
it.
yet. I don't know what a good level. I just forgot to ask the gym leader. No, get back, Cinder.
Back, demon in the ball.
I'll put it in my bag. Okay, don't take that out.
Y'all can hear some sounds, muffled sounds.
Can I, if Dog needs help, can I roll Pokemon Education?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, it would be best to ask one of the research assistants.
I did say that out loud, though. So basically, unintentionally asking.
Alright.
You can see y'all dog's skid marks. They are slightly fading,
Would I have
they're
a
still
vague
there.
idea of what a good level would be?
Like 15 or so-ish.
Alright,
15 or 16.
can I
Alright,
get Fang
16.
to roll focus to see if it could sense from where those shuffling's coming from?
That would be perception.
Oh, perception? Never mind. Then that... my strong
But yeah, no,
suit, I think.
James, you were asked by Rick if you're okay.
You, by the
I
way,
don't wanna
Michael, you
talk
said
about
around 16, 17, it will learn Dragon Ray.
Anyway, it's time for me to percept.
So when I immediately get
You do
to 16,
hear it sounds like people talking upward.
Huh?
Voices up ahead.
I'm gonna.
Y'all approach?
We might have some trainers to deal with.
It might be trainers or I pat Carmilla
First.
to like
Oh,
calm her
fuck.
down. It might be those people that attacked Alice.
I moved up way too high by mistake. I was moving up forward to see.
Well, it's only one way to find out.
Like- I'll scout up ahead and see
Yeah,
what's up.
I look to Alice and say, if
Actually,
you want
no,
to
we're all
rest
just
inside your
walking.
ball for this,
She
I won't stop
she is just hiding her jacket.
you. Yeah, okay.
Obviously nervous about this scenario.
Oh.
I am
Oh,
currently
God.
on top of Carmilla.
Okay,
Just
the heck are
really
you
he's
guys?
like, okay, your guys' fashion are terrible.
Hey, at least you're not insulting my fashion.
You see her point to the guys to go, and Rick, you notice one guy give you an eye as he walks off.
Oh.
Yeah, just immediately being like, yeah, no, that's suspicious.
What are y'all doing out here? The woods are very dangerous at this time of day.
We're
It's
Going
the
to-
middle of the day. If they're dangerous in the middle of the day, then
I'm just
Yes.
looking at her, just
They're
like,
dangerous at all times. The woods is a very dangerous place, especially this area.
Why are you here?
You'll hear
No,
a
no, hang
roar
on,
of a
hang on,
Pokemon.
hang on. If you're asking that, might as well turn it back on you. What are you doing here?
Official
What was
business
that?
for our company.
Did you guys hear that?
Okay.
yeah, that was. I don't think
roll
I know
Pokemon.
what Pokemon cry that was.
If you must know, that's a log burrow. A very
log arbor?
angry one. Log arbor, and a very angry one at that.
I guess it makes sense why people are blocking the way then.
Look out, Jones! Y'all hear that, and a loud... You might want to evacuate the area. There is another path around the other way. It's longer versus this short path, but it's dangerous at the moment.
You mean there was another way to get in? We were going that way?
Question,
Seems like
Kat,
it.
are we able to see Pokeballs on them?
No.
Okay, just had to make sure. Never know.
Oh,
you always have to ask.
Yeah.
You do see an Ultra Ball on her, though.
So
Actually,
this is obviously inexperienced
yet-
trainer.
hang on.
Mm-hmm.
What company
Well,
are you working
I suppose there's nothing for it. We'll just have to turn around and go the long
He
way.
points at the bee. We're working under Dylan Mercer's corporation.
Do I recognize that bee as the one on similar
Yeah.
to the?
It is a similar one to the Pokeball.
Come on, guys, let's go.
What's with that eye, kid?
Nothing at all. Let's just go.
Pixie was growling the entire time, by the way.
I pick her up. Let's just go the other way.
I'm trying to turn Carmilla around. Is she turning around?
No.
I say,
Carmilla, I lean down and I whisper in her ear. Well, you can't fight that one. She's too much of an experienced trainer. I promise we'll turn them into the authorities. We'll deal with this in the way that we
Did we turn into Pokeball, or did we forget?
forgot.
We'll do it in
He's
the
just realizing it's still on him.
We'll do it in the town. Just hide it. Hide it for a little.
Yeah.
Let them
He's
know.
just like, I forgot. I'll remember in the next town.
My blood's boiling too. Trust me.
Yeah, you notice May kind of and Jerome kind of shuffle behind y'all, like kind of worried.
Yeah. Do I coax Carmilla? into
Cheeks
turning
is
around?
obviously kind of
No.
Carmilla is wanting to rush.
I say,
Is your Pokemon looking for a fight, kid?
she.
No,
This
it's
is a
not.
very dangerous area. I will easily be able to put. If I have to knock your Pokemon down a peg, I can.
Yeah.
No.
I say it's fine. She just got spooked by something earlier.
Spooked. If that's what you say, she says, walking up.
Yeah.
By the way,
Y'all two stay here.
I
Do not
whisper.
let-
I whisper to Carmilla, girl, if you don't turn around, I'm gonna put you up.
You notice she just starts to
I
run.
actually like Camilla. You'll get your chance later.
I'm carrying Pixie. 'cause
I-
Yeah,
I-
Pixie is barking in frustration more than. Which
Yeah.
Shush.
Yeah.
A Kamita pup, I realized. You know, those are pretty good fighting Pokemon, by the way. When it comes to combat.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
How much would you want
wait.
for
Oh
her, by the way?
no!
Not-
She did not just say that.
Not. I get mad. Not
no, there's a
for
reason for that.
sale.
Yeah. I'm rolling
actually-
charm to
no.
try and convince
No,
Carmilla.
she said fighting.
Yeah, she said how much you want for it.
No,
That's
she
all.
said a good fighting mon. Guess who comes out when something says fighting?
Oh no!
What the hell?
Not again, Lancer.
Oh.
It
Yeah,
just starts
she's not-
rushing. She kicks it, like, and it falls back. It rushes.
She's not for
keep your
sale,
bug
by
under
the way.
control.
Mhm.
Hate bug Pokemon.
I just mutter, what are you doing in a forest then?
Yeah, Lancer is like about to rush her out again. Like, I will fight this one and win. She dare kick me.
Return.
That charm was to convince Carmilla.
It does. She begrudgingly
That,
sighs.
just so you know, I'm pretty sure that what the price thing you said probably still happened.
Yeah, no, that absolutely did happen.
That's riled Andy up a bit.
I need to get a one. I need
You
to
see her
really
walk deeper
find a way
into
to
the
calm
woods.
Calm down,
Yeah.
Lancer.
Andy will take care of it later.
We talk and walk. We're talking walking.
Treating it like a thing you could buy.
Some people do buy and sell Pokemon.
Yeah,
Also,
but
here's the thing I'm gonna
something
have to
about her just definitely make me sick.
They're
There's
from a
definitely
company.
something suspicious.
Why have such a cheaply designed Pokeball?
I'm moving y'all back to the area y'all were before.
Mhm.
Yeah, I brought up a pretty interesting
You
point.
That.
There we go.
It could
There-
be that whoever threw it didn't want any official Pokeball tied to their, trainer
Maybe-
license.
Yeah, it could be that they make their own, so, because Pokeballs have tracking numbers on them.
Yeah, but you'd think that most
I've heard of the
companies
evil
aren't.
groups in other regions who do similar things. I remember hearing about something on the news in Kanto about some Team Rocket.
I actually.
Don't forget Unova's Team Plasma.
Yeah. My dad mentioned something
Right,
about something
yeah,
about plasma.
I remember that
About something
little
called Team
thing.
Plasma. I remember that.
They were
Uh,
real.
I did not.
I don't-
I did not. I just side-eyed that. I didn't know what he
No,
meant
but
by
I-
a Team
Yeah,
I
Team
don't-
Plasma
I don't-
sounds what they did sounds like something out of a fantasy story more than anything.
And
I
we get
mean-
the, I still have no idea what they were trying to do. Team Flare. And Kalos.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. It's,
How many are there? How many people are like
Some-
these awful to Pokemon?
An unfortunately large number of them.
I didn't hear anything about it in Unova and Galar. Maybe just some thugs in Galar, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's right. I don't think that there was. I mean, I heard about some people messing with some of the trainers, but it seemed like they were more fans of one of the trainers rather than, an actual organized group.
To be fair, Galar is very into Pokemon battles, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
Meme
but
says.
I went to one
Did
of
he go
those
straight
tournaments.
or
It was
left
cool.
here?
I don't know.
This is the first
I don't,
time.
I don't remember
Also-
who won the tournament I
By
was
the way,
watching, but
I have to
Oh,
say,
I have an idea.
Cat-
Maria!
I'm pretty sure if you watched the tourney, it might have been Leon again.
most likely.
By the way, Cat, I'm looking around
Also-
for any kind of item now.
Derek
was like
isn't
two- it was like
contributing
5
to this
years ago, so I
conversation
don't
due
remember.
to his low
Robin, you
Pokemon
did
skill.
find it. Roll perception then.
Yeah, my character went to the Galar tournament 5 years ago. I don't remember who won. It was like 5 years ago.
It was probably
was-
Leon then.
Most
Leon,
likely.
I think, was just starting around that time. His reign of
17.
tyranny of Galar's champion, as some people would say. She jokes.
Yeah. Point taken.
Yeah.
Did he have a
I
giant
kinda wanna-
Charizard?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah, I
understand how
remember
the
it was like a
Pokemon are
The
getting
dude
that
had like
big.
that dude who won the tournament had like a huge Charizard. He just
Then yeah, it's Leon.
I think if I recall from stuff that I've done, I think there's a specific thing, phenomenon there.
Yeah, the Dynamax phenomenon.
I wonder if that can happen in Torrum.
I don't think so. I hope
No,
I
no,
sent
it cannot.
Maria out so that she can tell us which way isn't a dead end.
But I did.
I-
roll
The
a
bird
perception.
flies over and just flies back and just like no.
Alright, straight on it is.
She has a berry now. By the way,
Yay.
he has a berry.
Yeah.
Lance.
I'm gonna probably look to see if there's any items still.
Anyway,
I forgot to
Yeah.
grab those Pokemon pieces. No.
Cat, you had me roll.
And they were gone when we went back. They must have took it when we left, or someone else grabbed them.
Yeah, dog. The Pokeballs you left, the shrapnel pieces that were left behind were not there. But
Yeah.
Rick did
I-
keep the Team Blight Ball.
Mhm.
So, but you
I
did
not
get
find
back
it.
your non-destroy Pokeballs. So two. You threw how many balls?
One broke on Shay, and two.
That's the one you couldn't find in Romania.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know because Shay picked up the other two.
And I mean, Dog got them back after.
No, he did. Yeah, no, I'm just saying that's why he was able to get the other two quite easily. Shay picked them up.
There were a
Hey,
lot
look
of
at-
footprints over in that area, by the way. Similar sized shoes.
Something's weird is going on.
And I'm just waiting for the result of my roll.
Yeah, by the way, you found found a little small bush with blueberries in it.
What'd you find? I say.
And you hold on, let me make sure you don't have her in the party still. You
I
do.
have her in the party.
She starts eating one of them. Robin,
I
you
was gonna
immediately
get
know
that.
what it is now.
I was going to say I was going to give her one if it was an Oranberry anyway.
Yeah, she smelled them.
How many Oranberries?
She
can I
took
put-
one and then just went over trying to crawl in your backpack and then realized she was too big and now it's sad.
iPad.
I
Did you-
forgot you had one.
It makes a sad Trachonis noise.
How many berries do I actually get from it?
She ate one, so you gain 3 berries.
For me,
All right, onward. I guess.
Dog is the one who noticed some of the book tracks.
So,
Huh?
which direction are the tracks going?
They were all kind of sprouted around. Look, some going here and back, and a lot were back there where y'all were.
Some.
Like they were looking for something.
There were
Mainly
so
in
many- there was,
areas,
like,
Rick,
so
where you battled Kurt with Alice and
There was a lot of those
Training.
tracks, like similar sized feet to where you and Alice fought those guys.
They were probably
Okay,
looking for whatever this weird Pokeball is.
And they must have got mine. Ah, this sucks.
Or what?
The Pokemon that broke on shit, broke. They hit shit. Oh, and that's why Shay attacked me.
She stares at you.
What?
Still hatred face.
I said I'm sorry. I realized my
Maria,
mistake.
you willing to check which direction? Again?
She
Like-
shoots up. He. Dude, it just starts panicking, looking like, not that way, not that way.
Alright, so
that
we're
way.
not going that
All
way.
right.
Y'all hear a growl, like a snoring growl.
Definitely not that way.
Not that
I'm actually
way.
kind of curious what it is, though.
It sounds
it's your
big.
death sentence.
By the way, dog. If you look at me, I have my hand directly on the area where I can just grab and whip you. Don't you even try it.
I'm not. Right, alright.
It's.
Which way is the right?
Can any of y'all identify the snoring?
I'll roll
Let me
Pokemon
roll
Education.
Same.
Something that Derek will never do.
Alright, I'm waiting for
Which,
everyone's rolls.
You know, isn't my greatest education, but still rolled decently.
Okay, I
I
can't
mean,
tell if
to be fair,
yeah, man.
still a higher Pokemon education score than
13 probably didn't
Derek.
figure it out.
It's a Pringle holder.
It's what?
Let me repeat it. Pringhelger.
Oh,
Prince
Prince
Helger.
Folger.
Prince Helger.
Oh,
Soldier.
Yeah, that sounds like a
Sure.
Prince Folger.
You know it's a large mammal Pokemon. Robin knows what it is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That sounds like a large
It was like-
mammalian.
My character's like, I want to take a picture, but it's too dangerous. I'm going this way.
What's up?
I'm just-
What's up with
we're
this
just
Pokemon?
We're just going to go this way.
What is it? She says. It's a large mammal, so that could be in anything. Kinda
you,
sounds
uh,
like a
can
bear
you- can you
Pokemon.
Can you type it out, Cat?
Prince Folger.
I'm
Yeah,
guessing
Prince
that's.
You know, as
there-
we're walking this way, I just go Prince Folger.
I will show the players that at the moment this is what it looks like.
That's what Teddy's gonna probably evolve it.
Yeah.
Is that?
Correct.
And what?
May pops it up on her
Well,
Pokedex.
you have the young. You have
That's-
a smaller version.
That's actually weird that it's asleep at this time. It's still day.
Probably just taking a nap.
Little bear now.
They're known for being kind of lazy. Not
Fair
as
enough.
lazy as, you know, a Slackoth or something, but...
or in my case, my dad's king dragon.
Wait, what's up with your dad's Pokemon?
It sleeps 90% of the day.
It's all
Usually in front of my door,
in front of the door.
Mm-mm.
which is why I was late.
Ah.
You'll notice something.
I was
You'll-
late because I was trying to fight trying to fight a freaking crush jaw for my bike again. I totally
Oh, wow! This place looks really
Huh?
nice!
You see this beautiful lake with
I
notice
go
a
over
lot of
here.
apples surrounding this area.
Ooh,
After getting closer, I
Maybe
just,
you can-
there. Stay there. Ah.
hold
And I
on,
take a picture.
hold
And I take a
on,
picture of the two.
hold on.
You know, she kind of started playing with the water. She wasn't looking at you.
Hey, that's totally fine.
Yeah,
I'm
that
just-
makes for a better
hey, I needed
picture,
a picture.
honestly.
Mhm. Maybe there's sweet apples here. I say, talking to Jem. Then
Yeah.
I walk over here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Can I roll
Uh,
the search for?
Correct, of course. You do notice something seems. There's a lot of apple trees in this woods. The more you'll notice.
And by apples, I mean the
I get a good
apple
pick.
and evolve
Yes.
apple variety.
Also, I would
So-
like people to roll the Pokemon researchers to roll the Pokemon knowledge.
Roger.
Aye, aye, Captain.
That means we gotta roll for Michael as
Oh
well.
no, I rolled low.
Yeah.
Oof.
I'm too busy taking a picture.
Correct. Yeah, someone roll for Michael if they have access to a sheet. Robin's too excited to take pictures of all the Pokemon playing in the area.
That was
So
the
for
plan.
searching for
I don't
apples, do I just roll straight d20?
Meme's
I rolled
thing.
exactly. I rolled exactly fucking neutral.
I mean, Rick, look at what my perception was when I was taking.
Well,
a
I'll roll
photo.
for mine, I guess. 'Cause I guess I might have some knowledge.
I can't roll for
Fuck.
Michael.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't have Michael.
So I guess I'm going to roll straight d20 and hope I get lucky.
Hold on.
Oh, I accidentally hit multiple times, damn
You
it.
got an 18.
Some of y'all know heard of rumors of the wolf, the green wolf Pokemon called Looper. The ones who got high Pokemon knowledge.
Wouldn't that be
A legendary
cult,
Pokemon
rather?
who,
That'd be a cult, rather.
It would be a cult. My bad.
In
Yeah,
which
no,
case, I will
wouldn't-
roll again and get infinitely lower.
Wait,
Roll a
you-
cult, everyone.
did you
Both me and
mention
Rick
a
will get infinitely lower.
cult?
Oh, hey, I maxed it.
You mentioned a cult? Ooh.
Yeah, I did not know.
Something I can somewhat know. And maybe.
Except
Nope.
not.
Wow, how am I more knowledgeable than? What is with me? I'm more knowledgeable than all of you.
All right, Robin, you realize all the apples of different stuff all around are related to the 3 legendary wolves. One of them specifically, and you realize this might be where if he is real, he might live.
Alright, so I rolled an 18.
Because everything in this forest is bursting with life. You can hear constantly hear Pokemon running around and enjoying life.
Alright, so I rolled an 18 for searching for possibly one of the apple and evolution apples.
You
Yeah,
find a
I'm just
huge pile of apples, which pick. I'm gonna be nice with here since you did get a high roll. Pick your favorite.
Ooh, I have to pick.
It's a big pile of apples.
Ooh, okay.
So does Chaos
And the
explain what he knows?
Physical,
Yes,
So it's
I
a
do,
physical
but since I'm
attack
not good at
nature,
explaining, I just explain what Ken
so-
said.
Yeah.
I need to think on which one.
Legendary
Better
wolf
for that.
Pokemon? Oh, that's amazing! What's it called?
I feel like none of us 3 researchers actually have enough occult education to know the names.
No.
Yeah, just shrugs.
I just,
Y'all
I
know
don't
it's
know
a
the le- I
green.
don't know-
Y'all know it's one
I'm
of the 3
the
legendary
only,
wolves.
apparently, I'm the only one who read the legend, but I never got the name. The
I
book-
mean,
So, James,
I
did you
vaguely
grab an
remember
apple?
reading about it in one of the books, but I
Trying
didn't really pay
to
attention.
I don't know.
Legendary
find
Pokemon aren't
the-
really, you know,
think of
what
the
we
one I
focused
want.
on.
Are they even? I don't even know if they're rare or not. Legendary Pokemon.
There
I'm
are
just-
pictures of legendary Pokemon. They
a lot
exist.
of them are.
That's
A lot of them are fake though. I see it online.
Alright,
You
so
remember
I'm going-
how I mentioned Team Plasma?
Yeah.
Apparently, their king actually had one of the legendary dragons.
All right, hold on. Let
Are you
Michael.
sure that person's fucking? I mean,
Let's let.
is that
Michael-
person that crazy?
Hang on. Let James do his thing.
I'm gonna grab a tart apple then.
You notice this a head pop out as you grab an apple.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Hello
You
there.
kind of shake some of the apples off and
Uh-oh.
you start
Okay.
walking away.
Oh.
And they kind of fall back asleep under a different tree.
Okay.
He's like, that was the most scariest thing I ever done in my life.
Picks up apple. Apple tongue.
Okay.
Actually,
Well,
I would also. I
Tart
would
is the-
thing
for
that
which
happened
one?
in Hoenn, I believe it was. Hoenn had Team Plasma and Team Mag.
Team
Aqua
and Team
Magma
Aqua.
and Team
Nope.
Aqua.
Magma and Aqua.
You know, there was the 3 there, and
Oh,
apparently.
Well,
right.
to be fair-
There were pictures of Rayquaza blasting asteroids.
Though the problem is, so if you realize how many things have been faked, she opens up a thing and it shows different looking things than what let me just look up Rayquaza. And she showed so many different things. Like, how do we know which one's the real one? There are different news websites that say,
Yeah.
oh, this is
that
the real
true.
one, or this is the real one.
Yeah. Like I
Wasn't there
said,
a bit of research done that said that Rayquaza can change its shape? I don't know.
I don't
Yeah.
think that.
I think
no,
I
don't-
remember reading
Oh.
that.
I don't think so. That doesn't sound like... I know Zoroark can. She's is pulling out Omar's Pokeball. And so can Ditto, but I don't know about Legendary.
I'm also
But
talking
because there's so
about-
little
I was
known
also
about
talking-
these
I was
guys.
also talking about Groudon and Kyogre.
I mean, I don't think that there was any footage of those two though.
To be fair,
Yeah, so
To be
is
fair,
there-
it probably sounds
so-
like a hoax the Hoenn people made up to get people to travel there more besides to go to.
Yeah, I think that's more of a hoax.
Okay, but like Hoenn is really nice to be at, like at any time of the year. Why would they need anything like that to drum up
Every
tourism?
every place has something like that.
I mean,
Like,
come
there's
on.
another-
Torrum has its legendary Pokemon.
Alola
Rivers
was
as
making
well.
up something about a giant bat or a Pokemon or a lion.
Yeah, Lola's high all the time.
There's a reason I'm a photographer.
You know what? That's true.
Alright. I send out Manzanza, and I'm like, look what I found for you, buddy, as I show the tart apple.
It rolls forward. Apple.
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 Do you give the? Are you evolving your apple?
Yes. It needs new moves, damn it.
James is like, so congratulations.
He needs
the tart apple's Flapple, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm just imagining like we're over here having this conversation. James just.
All right, James, I'm a dupe. That means we're gonna have to put in some work real quick, because I don't think I expected James to evolve his apple Flapple. Yeah, we're gonna have to put in some work. So,
You think I'm stupid to leave it as an Applin for a while after giving the chance
This
to...
is entirely your fault for allowing him to choose an apple.
I didn't expect him to roll 18, and there are apples fucking everywhere. This was my own dumb
Yeah,
forethought.
Carmilla
like,
goes
not
down to
getting
drink,
ahead.
forgetting that Douglas is on her back as we're talking. Oh crap!
Yeah, just kidding.
Oh no.
Yeah, Carmilla looks up like, oh no, I forgot.
By the way,
Douglas
Rick,
just fucking sinks.
you see a Barboach.
I wave hi to the Barboach.
All right, so
Can he swim? I forget.
Oh, I jumped right on it.
Yeah.
Vlapid.
I can.
The guy wears.
Hey.
What
Hey,
level
cooler.
is your app? Look, let me just
I
get
died.
the.
Applin
I
only
dive in
had
and I just
stillness before doing this.
basically,
Upon
I grab my
evolution,
back
I
shirt and
think
just
the word
pull them out
ring
of the water.
attack.
We really need to get you to learn how to swim.
Ah, yes, probably.
Hey, at least it wasn't as bad as my first time
Hey,
learning how to swim.
mind giving this idiot a hand
Uh,
up? As
I'm
I
just-
pass him over
I-
to Dog.
I accidentally said something, almost swung something about my past. Like,
And I
let's
pass
just
him over to Dog, so Dog just
Ignore-
right out of the water.
ignore what I said. Ignore what I said. I didn't say anything about my past.
Yeah.
Ugh.
There's
I
a
don't know
nice
what
looking
you're
Barboach in there.
And it's at this moment he notices me evolving my freaking Applin.
What the
Just a
heck?
glow, his apple glow yellow as you hear Bakugan, bro. I kid, but okay. Would it gain its advance ability upon level up?
What level is it? Because evolution does not give ability.
Right. Yeah. What? Okay. Hold
Oh,
on,
Maybe.
James. What level is your Applin?
12.
Also, what
Okay, yeah,
ability
he
did
doesn't
you
have
have?
his advanced ability.
So Flapple's level 12. So it now has Acid, Acrobatics, and Leech Life.
So,
So should we just duplicate Flapple?
you know, both me and Rick just hear soaked.
Also,
Or
like,
should I duplicate Flapple and we work on the new Flapple?
Yeah, I say do that.
Yeah, that's generally a better idea.
Just copy the name.
Alright, James, what we're gonna do is you're gonna copy the name and transfer all the stuff that Manza has onto this Flapple, and then I will edit stuff otherwise. Okay?
As hopefully our
Since you evolved it, you're gonna put in some more. And I will put in.
Yeah.
I will give you the. You put in the moves Flapple would have now, and then I will put in the moves Flapple will have as an evolution. Okay.
'cause I know
we're
that
going
upon
off of the
evolution,
Legends Arceus logic for learning moves, right?
What do you mean?
As in, they have the move pool of what they would learn, but
Sure, but
Okay.
I will say before battle you have to decide this stuff.
just making sure that I remembered that we talked about that.
Legends Arceus is basically the Pokemon D&D.
Yeah. I lean my head into the water to wave hi at the barboach again.
Water, and you just get sprayed in the face. It pokes its mouth out and fires. Just not going for damage, but it just fires
Yeah,
at you.
just a friendly
Hey.
guy.
Yeah.
Carmilla is debating on diving and killing it.
All right, time for the work.
You evolve it, you gotta put in work.
Yep, I know. That's
I'm just gonna do what I
Alright, like
did
that.
in the pond earlier. Just stick my fingers, just moving around a little bit. This is
It'd be a
gonna
lot
knock it
easier
in,
to catch a water type if we had a fishing rod.
I learned this method from my dad. It always works.
Didn't you get lizard chomped onto your hand the first time you did it?
Yeah?
As he says that, I'm guessing the lizard comes right on out and bites him again.
There's just another one.
No, it's Chomper. He didn't notice he popped out.
Why?
You forgot
Chomper!
dodge, another one bit him. And then he notices, wait, that's mine.
This is Chopper! Ah! Get him off! Get him off! Get him off! Running around. Get him off! Get him off! Get him off!
He was happy. He's like, I bit daddy.
Yeah.
Get him
I'm
off!
gonna look out over the
Oh,
lake and
And then
I'm in the water.
Chomper floats you up, so your hand is at least up in the air.
So
you
I'm
surface.
struggling swimming because
no, we could
of my
probably make a
feeling
makeshift fishing rod. All we need is a stick, some string, and a
of-
Pokemon.
It's hard to swim when you have a Pokemon in your hand.
Why do we need a Pokeball for a fishing rod?
That's just how fishing rods work.
That seems dumb. Why don't we put like a worm or something on it?
I think I swallowed a Pokemon. Ugh. Just
Jumper
let me
pants
die
you
here.
back.
Yeah.
you know, I'm just
Oh.
imagining like Jay's over here just laughing.
I have a float. We have
Yeah.
a float.
I have
the
an
bird-
idea.
The bird's
cracks a
floating
slight
over the
smile.
water.
Yeah, the bird didn't realize what happened. It's just. It's very
Where's
buoyant.
I
It can't
grabbed my
sink.
head. Where's Spooky?
Right over
I
there.
thought
think
he
she's
just
in the
spitting.
water.
She's spitting on her
Spooky!
butt. She's like,
Yeah.
fuck,
Dive in the
float.
water. Think she's
I
drowning.
pull out a Pokeball and I say, John, could you use string shot on this? I'm gonna use
Pixie
you
is
as a
just
fishing pole.
dog is you surface. You realize she's just spinning.
Oh,
floating
she's
in the air.
fine.
She's
Can
very
I use
buoyant.
John as a fishing pole?
John looks very shy, but someone can use theirs as a fishing pole.
No, mine is more of a spear.
A fishing spear. You throw Lancer into the water and it brings out a Pokemon to fight.
I'm grabbing
Or just
Spooky.
fucking fainted a Barboach, because I'm pretty sure this is just a Barboach mod.
Ugh.
You
Back on
said
my
that
head.
there's a few Pokemon in here.
Like fucking Magikarp, I guess. Hold on.
Magikarp,
Ugh.
few things.
I got her. She's back on my head. Ah.
Okay, so good to know that you can swim.
Co-
Everyone
co-
Why is
everyone else
Feebas so
besides-
common here?
Return.
I guess because Feebas is not a rare Pokemon in Torrum.
Yeah.
So they don't know the world is super like, so like, oh my god, Feebas, oh my god, Feebas. Torrum's like, they're kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Return, Jumper.
Instead, I decide to go find a stick since Dawn doesn't want to be the fishing rod herself.
Can someone set up a fire? I'm cold.
Carmilla,
I don't-
Carmilla looks at you.
We shouldn't
Don't
do that
set
in
me
this
on
area.
fire.
Chomper popped out and shot an ember at a stick.
You know what? I'm just imagining.
Rick,
like,
by the way,
Jay's, like,
there was a big pile of
thinking
sticks
of-
next to Dog. As
I'm
you
just
notice
thinking-
it, Chomper set him on fire.
I'm just.
I go back over to the trees to look for a stick.
Yeah, no, I'm just imagining like when he says he's cold and with him being wet, he's like Shay's just like debating whether or not to go shock him again.
What do I roll to search for a stick?
Please.
Perception.
God, no.
All right.
Don't, Chaos, don't touch me. Keep your fucking demon cat away from me. Fire.
Oh,
the fire's
so
so
there-
nice.
Rick,
Okay,
you
you
found a
know
pretty
what?
decently sized stick.
All right.
I think-
I wander
It
back
was
over
nearby
to
the
stick.
Appleton.
I think we should find a different area if we were to make a fire for something.
Alright, let's burn it out.
I hold up the stick to John and say, "Can you use string shot on the stick?"
Chomper, I choose you. Water gun.
Mostly because
I
of the
then
fire
attach
area,
a Pokeball
what
to
this
the end
area
of
is
the
meant to be
string
for.
and throw it into the
Alright.
lake.
Alright.
Chomper return. There we go. Got the
What
fire
are we
out.
rolling for fucking fishing?
Regular encounter table, I guess, but it only hits water types.
Alright.
Not even a nibble.
Not even in people.
And it returns.
So, in other words, no more instances of Triarcanine.
Of course.
Of course.
I just realized Magikarp's the 151. Also, Magikarp's not built.
I didn't think to put in the turntable, okay?
I mean, Magikarp only has Splash for a while.
Well, I
and
mean, I
tackle.
think you just get stats real quick then.
Yeah,
Just get a Magikarp.
they get a Magikarp.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just like, so when he's done there, shall we all just move on?
Yeah.
Alright, I got all
Oh,
the
that's
stuff
actually really
from-
easy to do.
Got all the stuff from the old Manzanza. I just need to
Douglas,
add the other moves.
Douglas has a weird fixation with small bodies of water, despite the fact that he can't swim.
By the way, I actually go over now that
James, if
has
you
his,
you should have access to the other notes
Owl.
stuff. Here's the moves that it should know if it's level 12.
Smile, Derek. As I take a picture of him and his new
Yeah,
Manzan.
I do a peace sign.
I just
You do a peace sign as a Magikarp, which is Gorp.
Gert? Ah, I got a bite!
Yeah, no, I'm taking a picture of the new
I'll roll
friend.
shiny odds.
Alright, do.
If he gets the shiny fucking.
If I got a
Yep.
shiny Magikarp, that would just be the fucking greatest. I
I
didn't,
mean,
but imagine if I had.
That if we like the last.
you want to throw it
campaign.
back in the water and try again?
I'm picking him up and I'm being like, this is my new fish friend.
Put him back! He's sudden die! Gorp.
Gerp.
Oh no,
Actually,
I got him.
Interesting fact is, Magikarps can stay in the water stay out of water for quite some time.
Are you even sure you want a Magikarp?
I mean, Gyarados would be good.
Gyarados
this
is
would
a
be
cool
good.
Pokemon.
Do you have a water type, Rick?
No, I don't.
So you want the Magikarp. You want
So I, as a person, don't want the
Magikarp
Magikarp.
battle.
However,
Magikarp
Derek,
battle.
as a person, is just like, whatever friend he makes, he is emotionally latched onto this Magikarp immediately.
well, I reward you for playing in character, but the Magikarp's not that high of a level.
Yeah, just
It's
give
fine.
it to him for free.
Yeah, it's a fucking Magikarp.
It's a
man.
Magikarp. It's fine. I'm going to beat
Like-
people to death with my fish. I'm going to beat Team Blight to death with my fish.
On a positive note, Rick, just keep him in the back of your party and he'll level up.
You got six. Hey Rick, you got 6 mods.
Roll
Yeah.
gender ratio, Rick.
What?
Your Magikarp is level. Roll nature and gender ratio, please. The nature.
Nature. Which is plus HP minus defense.
Distracted. It has ADHD.
Yeah.
She
and
has
it's a guy.
ADHD. Oh, it's a guy.
Yeah, penis.
He has
He has
ADHD.
ADHD.
Ah, so he fits right into our
He
group.
fits right. We're gonna be fast friends.
Garp, garp.
But
Welcome to the Storytellers
Yeah, no.
Within Us, Magikarp.
well, you
Kid,
were
how many?
working on-
If I had a nickel for every time a Storytellers D&D we caught a Magikarp, I'd have 3 nickels.
Hey, fucking that
know.
Magikarp
Which
was
consists
like.
every D&D we've done with PTU, we've caught a Magikarp.
Hey, maybe this one might be overprotective and become a
James,
Gyarados.
question.
Yeah.
What is your reaction when I say smile as I take a picture?
Take a picture
I
of Rick
do in fact
Douglas.
smile. The Magikarp
No,
is
no,
just
no,
like
no.
Garp,
I didn't
Garp.
say. I said James.
Oh, James.
I just said that I smiled. I didn't.
Okay, sorry, I didn't hear you. That's why I was making sure.
That boy's flapping. You take a picture of Rick and his new fish, who's kind of
Yes,
just
I do.
flopping around like, what's the
Nick
fuck?
Nelson.
You named him Nelson. Nelson the Magic Card. Well, 6x, I believe it's
I
6
think I'm
or
doing pretty
7.
well.
I don't remember how much Nelson is.
Beautiful.
6. So 6 XP to all Pokemon. You're welcome.
Hooray.
Beautiful.
You have a Magic Card.
Rick is happy.
I think that actually gives me a level on one of my Pokemon.
Alright. Onward, I guess. So where do we go now? Like 2 paths.
I do have Maria out specifically for that reason.
I mean, we go, if we... I don't know if going down would be a way, but... Because I do not know if that would just circle around or anything.
So let's go up, then, I guess. Unless that's... what?
Y'all hear
Onward!
muffled talking when y'all go past.
You guys are going down!
It's just... Oh, hi.
Oh. Keep moving.
I thought the woods was blocked off. Oh,
It
no.
It is, there was another path.
No, we meant the whole woods. I guess someone didn't do the job.
From the looks of it, I don't...
So,
think
what
we
are
know-
we supposed to do? I don't know. We were told to stand here.
Okay, they're kind of stupid.
Don't mind us, we're just gonna be passing this way.
Yeah,
as we go up to the top area.
Yeah.
Don't
She
mind
scratches
us.
her head. I guess. Bye.
Wow, they're dumb.
See you around.
I whisper to the gang.
Yeah,
I
I
say,
say,
I'm
yeah,
doing
they
the
really
friendly
are.
thing,
I'm
just
still
guessing.
carrying around
Hang on,
Nelson.
Hang on, as we say, as I see you
Y'all
facing
hear a
around,
muffled.
me and-
Was
me
one of
and
those
Sarah
kids
waving.
just holding a magic card? Yeah, they're kind of weird.
What do you say, Chaos?
You know, as I said, see you around, me and Shay just waving.
Yeah, those guys. Wow, those guys are dumb.
What do you think,
Oh.
Shay?
John has gone back in. Oh.
Up.
Alice is still
Get
riding
it.
on top of Carmilla.
You gonna fucking put Nelson up?
We're new best friends.
Put fucking Nelson up!
You know, you're just going to get a lot of weird looks, Max, right?
Put
Oh,
him
no, I
up.
deleted myself! I can't control Nelson!
I am your god.
Nelson ain't Rick! It ain't Douglas!
Oh dear God, why does that?
No, Douglas
There we
busts
go.
out Nelson. Jesus Christ. What's up with this session?
Just I pull out the Pokeball for Nelson. I get sucked into it.
The torn order's up. Why?
I misclicked. I'm trying to hide areas. Because Rick's being a dumbass and distracting kid.
Alright, my friends, onward!
Who would have thought that finding the move acrobatics in his King Handbook would be such a pain?
James,
you know-
you do know you have access to the...
we got all the moves under
Yeah,
the,
we got all of the moves in.
handouts, right? Acrobatics is under
Trying
flying type
to
moves.
search my moves through the freaking guidebook. Think about it.
No, James, we made copies of all the moves. Acrobatics is under flying, which all players have access to edit and control.
It's under A if that helps.
Look in the roll 20!
I forgot about that. Forgot about it. I forgot about it. Shut up.
Don't worry, that's why we were coming.
It's why we
James.
made it so we have easier access to that stuff.
Don't worry, that's just simple. Great.
Uh-oh.
I will mention we haven't made the exit onto.
This is when the session's about to end, dipshit.
Onward, everybody.
Hey,
And somehow I end up walking beside he and Andy's like, how'd this happen?
I don't know.
You'll see these two down there.
What?
I mean, it makes sense that they would block the path from both directions.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I'm guessing these are this one scuttles over this guy. Are these the kids who were told to keep an eye out for? I think so. They're kind of creepy.
You're not being very quiet.
You're not being very quiet.
Shut up! We're having an adult conversation.
Clearly.
Get out of here.
No, we're trying to get to the next gym.
The way out to the next gym is that way, you idiot!
I just look at Andy, just like they
Yeah,
don't
everybody
they don't
looks at
mean-
Andy.
Oh,
They
we're supposed to
don't
go.
mean-
Even
I thought it was-
Pixie is like, "Are you dumb?"
Meta is meta. I didn't know that. That was
I actually look over to them, just like, sorry, he's an idiot.
Guys, I was actually I fucked up in meta.
I know that was fucking up in meta.
I know.
So
I'm
don't
just,
count
I'm
that.
just playing along.
Yeah, don't count that.
Alright.
I
Y'all leave the
return both
forest.
Alice and Carmilla exit out of the
Can y'all roll perception?
right.
All right. I mean, if you need me to.
Alright, Douglas also would hear it.
Okay,
Hold on.
where's my perception? Damn it! Keep getting a lot of low rolls today.
Oh boy, me and Derek are on point.
Alright. What y'all hear is what sounds kind of more muffled pains from what Log Burrow as y'all leave.
Oh, jeez.
I'm guessing I didn't hear it.
Jim, Dog, you can hear it. It's kind of loud. There's also Pixie is growling as y'all are leaving.
I'm just clenching my teeth.
I as a
Well,
person don't want to do this, but Derek wouldn't leave this alone.
So you going back?
Derek turns around.
You may stop you, saying we're not ready to be able to do anything with it. We have no choice. We'd be endangering our
It feels
Pokemon.
wrong though. Everything also in my body is saying no, help. But I know I'm not
We
ready.
could go get the Dark Gym leaders, should be in the town outside this forest, right? Or whatever
Yeah.
gym leader.
Yeah.
We could get him or someone, and they could come in and deal with this. If we hurry and go get them,
All
You're
right.
it
right.
might still be time.
Rick, you can also see that I am more of just, even though I have not turned around, you can't tell that I'm in the pain of just walking away.
Alright, that's... My man's, finished. Ugh.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's hurry.
All right, then let's sprint out of here.
Will our heroes make it out of Darkwood Forest in time to stop the evil Team Blight, or their efforts be futile? Find out on the next episode of Pokemon Wind and Thunder.
Okay, so now I can get rid of the Applin.
Yeah, I will delete the app.